Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? Good morning, everyone. How are we doing, guys? Good morning. It's good to be with you here on Monday. We got both streams going. Let me just add myself here on mobile. How we doing, everyone? Welcome to Prop Firm Match TV Monday morning. We got a great show for you today. We're going to have some good streaming. We got Luna coming on as a regular guest. And yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to get back. I'm feeling much better. I'm not sick anymore. My nose is feeling a little more clear. So I'm ready to trade, man. I'm ready to get back to it, get back to the grind, maybe lock a payout in this week. I think I'm about halfway on a 10K payout with Tradeify. Maybe we'll lock in another one. We will see. But what's going on? Sam the Trader, I see, is here. Samrat, Carolina. How you doing, guys? Good to see all of you. And yeah, let me throw my screen up. We'll get some stuff going. We do not have John today. Unfortunately, John is a little busy. He's got some meetings to attend to, but it's all good. We'll get the pre-market stream, our first segment. It'll still be fun, I promise. And maybe there's news. I haven't even checked the economic calendar. If you guys are part of the Discord, I did update some of my key levels on Discord, right? So you might be following that. Maybe you have my key levels, but we'll give them out here on stream. Let's get our screens up. Here we go. There we go. Let's do it on mobile. And by the way, guys, if you are here watching us on mobile and you're at your desktop, hop over to YouTube. You know, that's where we mostly engage with the chat. And, if you have a question for me, you'll get answers a lot more quickly over there. But I do my best to check the comments on mobile too. So, we will see. We will see. I promise I will make sure to check there. But how are you guys doing? How's everyone doing? We got our charts. Beautiful. Who took a look at my pre-market levels, my volume profile levels? You guys got those yet? I gave out my volume profile. We gave the previous day's POC, value area low, value area high, all that good stuff on the NQ. Haven't really done much else. So we'll do a top-down analysis here on stream, and we'll take it from there, man. Black Friday sale probably coming soon. I think any day now we will probably start hearing about those Black Friday deals. I've been trying to hold off on buying accounts myself, man, because I know there's going to be some banger deals. But I don't know of any yet. And a Prop Firm Match, we don't have anything official. It's always double check. I haven't checked in a couple days, while we were relaxing over the weekend. But I got a feeling it has not been announced yet. You know what I mean? Going on with this site? Not loading. NQ seems to be working. Let's see, is X working? We'll check it in a little bit. Doesn't look like it's loading at the moment. But yeah, I don't think there's any Black Friday deals just yet anyway. So I'm sure we will be the first to tell you guys. You'll hear it here on stream. You know what I mean? I see some people asking me to do a review on Aqua Futures. I haven't traded with them, but I'd be happy to try them out. We'll see. But I don't want to do a review and a real review unless I've traded with them. Yeah, Bissamine, you need to familiarize yourself with the Discord then. You can enter or join our Discord in the link in the description of this video. That's also where we run our giveaways. So we got some accounts to give away, as always. Blue Guardian, Top 1 Futures, maybe some Tradeify accounts later in the week. I'll get back to you guys on that, but I think that's going to be a very big possibility as well. So we got a great week, man. And we got Luna coming on. He's going to be the second time we're having a recurring guest. I think Luna's going to be coming on a lot more. And I like Luna. I like Luna a lot. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, guys, any giveaways today? Yes, always. Always. We got giveaways to do. Let me get some tunes on. And let's just get into it, man. How was everyone's weekend? Mine was cool. Mine was chill. got a lot of work done. You know, we're getting so much stuff done, ready for this baby to come. We did some holiday decorating. We put our Christmas tree up already, which it's like, it's a little early. It's not even Thanksgiving, but we just said, screw it. Let's do it. And it's nice. It brings a vibe to the space. You know what I mean? But no trading for me, man. I don't do anything that has to do with trading over the weekend anymore, unless sometimes I'll record a video. If I'm not doing that, I stay completely away from the charts. I want nothing to do with them over the weekend. That's my time to decompress. You know what I mean? Who's the guest? It's going to be Luna. Luna's going to be the guest today. Luna Trades. They've been on one other time, once before. I feel like this mic is kind of messed up. I want to put this up, you know what I mean? It's a little better. But yeah, chat. Also, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. You know, we had to end the stream early on Friday. That was a mess. My laptop was all messed up. I know Ike was saying some crazy stuff. He was obviously kidding. We know he was kidding, right? I had some technical issues. Had to get my laptop fixed. It's all good now, though. So, yeah, we will have a nice full stream today. I can assure you of that. But all right, we got NASDAQ up here. Anybody have any questions? You know what? Let's start the day off with a poll. This will be on YouTube. Zach the GOAT. Hey, what's up, bro? What is bias for today? So I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into what I think the bias is. I also want to get your guys' opinion. So let's do a poll. I'm going to drop a poll here because we're kind of in an interesting spot in the market, right? Like, some people could make the argument that we had a nice pullback and we're looking to go higher, continue the higher time frame trend. Other people can make the argument that we're getting ready to sell off. You know what I mean? Like, sell off, higher time frame type. I think there's an argument for both here. So I want to get your guys' opinion. All right, I just dropped a poll. It should be right there at the top of the chat. Bullish or bearish today? Do the Bulls got it, or are the Bears in control? Let me know, chat. Before I even get into my analysis, because I'm going to do it in front of you guys. To be honest, I haven't, like I said, I've barely looked at the charts today so far. So we'll see. But I'd like to get the chat's opinion on this, man. Good day. Good day, Zach. Good day, Icor. How are you, brother? I need to keep my PC away from the cat. Dude, I know, man. You know, it's crazy. Like, I mean, like, bro, this is not like it's a thing, but I've had computers my whole life. My cat never broke my computer by knocking water over it, but it happened 4 weeks ago and I had to buy a whole new computer. It got totally screwed up. So then it happened again in the last 4 weeks. I guess when it rains, it pours. I don't know what to say. Like, it's never happened in the past, but I will say, bro, like, I was low-key heated on Friday. I was trying to keep it cool, but I saw my computer starting to, like, shut down, and I was like, this is not going to work, man. I did end up having a good trading day, believe it or not. I still took some trades, and we were up. We can talk about that real quick while we're waiting for this poll to finish up. So I did end up taking trades. I did it via mobile. And we had a really solid day. Textbook execution and the week, 80% setup, plus midnight retracement confluence, right? Locked in. I mean, this is my setup right here. This is like, these conditions are when our model really prints. This is it right here. Market opens below the midnight open and below the previous day's point of control. So we have the 80% setup and we have the midnight retracement to act as a magnet for price, right? Then what do? We immediately come down 9:30 a.m., sweep the most recent structure low, displace higher. And this is like the best confirmation entry. Now, you could get in earlier, but this is that 15-minute. If you invert this 15-minute bearish gap, you know we're bullish. So closure above there. Look at that beautiful retest. Boom. Up to midnight, up to the previous day's POC. I mean, like, This is just like picture perfect execution. This is what I want to see Bryce do every day. But that does not happen, of course. But when it does happen, we got to be able to capitalize. Good evening from your side, my friend, Pathan. My cats are banned from my room, dude. For real, I think I got to drop the ban hammer. They can't come into the studio. You're right. Dharmesh, good morning, bro. All right. Yeah, I mean, so that was Friday's trade. 500 times 5 Tradeify straight to funded Lightning accounts. Shout out Tradeify. These accounts are doing well. Up over 1,000 times 5. I got to get them to 3K for the profit target, right? So we're almost halfway there. They're at 1,200 now. I took a little Asia scalp last night. I can show you guys that. $200 times 5 accounts. So we're at 51,240 now on these accounts. So looking good, man. Looking good. You know, we're cooking. Adam, good morning, bro. What's up? It's good to be back, man. Honestly, like I was ready for Monday. I don't know what you guys think. I think most traders feel this way. Like I like the weekend. I'm at the point now in my career where I do look forward to the weekend and I don't want anything to do with trading over the weekend, but I still get kind of excited for Monday, bro. You know what I mean? I gotta open this window, chat. I know most of you are probably not from New York, but bro, New York heaters are notorious for getting, they just get ridiculously hot. Like all of the buildings they run on this old school heater. If you're from New York, you know what I mean. And they just get ridiculously hot that in the winter, in the dead of winter, you need to have all of your windows open if these heaters are on, bro. Only New Yorkers know what I'm talking about. They just get so damn hot. Yeah, the only people excited for Monday mornings are traders. It's true, bro. It's my fiance thinks I'm insane, but I'm like, I like what I do. What could I say? All right, though, chat. Should we get into some analysis? I want to take a look at this. I want to take a look at this poll. We'll see what you guys are thinking, and then we will decide what I think. Let's see. We got 4. I just got word too that we got 4 25K accounts from Aqua today. Aqua Futures, fire. That's fire. Okay, so we got a new firm to check out. Maybe I should test them out myself. All right, let's take a look at this poll. So we're at, it's 50-50 on this poll. It is, 48% bulls, 52% bearish. So slight edge to the bears right now. We're going to eat trading today. Honestly, bro, I'm feeling it. Like I'm already up 200 on these accounts. I don't really want to make more than 500 per day. So like, let's just trade a couple micros. Let's try to lock in another 50 points, 25, 50 points and call it a day. Right, chat? That's my goal, man. Base hits. Fire. Okay, so I just got word that we have 4 25K Aqua Futures accounts to give out, as well as Top 1 Futures and Blue Guardian. So we got so many accounts to give away, bro. This stream is low-key so fire. We have so many giveaways, and then you also have profitable traders that come on and teach for free. A lot of streams do not have profitable traders on there. I'll just say it. Also, Should we talk about the Project X situation? What have you guys heard about the Project X situation? I'm not going to say anything bad about Project X, but I think we should talk about it, right? Because it's going to shake up the industry a little bit. It's going to be a big deal. As a trader, I really feel 2 days weekend is longer than the 5 trading days. Yeah, bro. See, so I was talking with my fiance about this, and I used to feel like that too. Like the weekend just felt so long, and I couldn't wait for Monday. I don't feel that anymore. I enjoy the weekend again, and I look forward to it. And I could go another day, but I still do get relatively excited for Monday. So it's like, I feel like I'm in a really good place now, because when I was first into trading, it used to be like I dreaded the weekend because I was just like so obsessed. Now it's a little different. Now it's like I love the weekend. I love taking a break from trading, but I still love it enough to be happy that it's Monday, which I think is the best spot to be in. Hey man, what is the indicator drawing key levels automatically? I don't really draw my key levels automatically, bro. I do horizontal lines on these. These are all my own levels, but I get them using the volume profile. I have videos on my YouTube channel about how I get these. I could go over it here, of course. But we use the volume profile to get these, previous day's point of control, value area low, value area high, etc. Let me know if you want. I could go over how you mark those levels. I also talk about this, and I give out my levels in the Discord chat. So I gave these levels out last night. Top Step. Yeah. Is Project X closing? No, they're not closing. Yeah. So the Project X situation, most people know the Project X trading platform. It's like the most popular platform. They're actually owned by Top Step, and I think they're pulling all of the licensing. So it's going to be exclusive to Top Step. Now, personally, I like Trade-Evate more than Project X, just a personal preference. So for me, it doesn't make any difference. Like, I don't mind this in the slightest, because I use Trade-Evate primarily. But I know a lot of people do use Project X, and they're going to have to learn a new platform eventually. I think what they're doing is the current accounts that people have, they can continue to trade those as long as they are valid. But once they blow those accounts, you're not going to be able to buy new Project X accounts, I think, in like April of 2026. So you got some time. But yeah, it's a pretty big deal. My X feed was just, everyone was talking about this on X, on my feed. It was like all I saw for a minute. Gogu Trade says the weekend feels like 1 month for me, bro. Yeah. I mean, I think everyone's there, but I feel like, bro, I've been doing this for 5 years now. I do it professionally now. It's like, I like the weekend, because it's less of a hobby for me. It is like a career. A job. Yeah, guys, make sure to like the stream. You get likes on the stream, and we will run our first giveaway. Where are we at right now? And listen, I'm not like a like hound. I don't want you guys to think I'm like corny, but it helps out with the algorithm. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm not like out here fishing for attention for myself. It's just, we get likes. It helps the algorithm push the stream to more people. You know what I'm saying? So we got 50 people watching right now on YouTube alone, and only 18 likes. Can we hit 45, 50 likes before we run the first giveaway? That would be pretty sick. I think we can do it. Good day, sir. I am Gold is in the chat. What's up, bro? Current prop accounts will be valid for Project X. Yeah. If you have an account right now with them, like, you're good to go. It's no worries. And this doesn't even come into effect until April 2026. So they're giving all of these firms like ample time to get hooked up with Trade-Evate or other platforms. Like, it's going to be all good. But yeah, it's a thing. It's a big thing. Can I make a short video on how to use futures trading platform? Yeah, we can do that. Maybe we do that for a prop for a match. I'll talk with some of the guys about that. We actually have a video that's coming out soon. It's not a technical video. It's more about me speaking about why I prefer futures over like Forex. That should be coming out on the Prop for Match channel relatively soon. I don't really have a date on it, but I finished it last week. So keep a lookout for that. But that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe we can do like a tutorial on Project X or a tutorial on Tradeovate and put that on the PFM channel. I think that's a good idea. All right, guys. So let's take a look at the poll now. All right. You guys are pretty split down the middle. It's like 52-47. A little bit leaning towards bears. So let me take one more sip of this Celsius and let's get into some technical analysis. Also, is there news today? No news yet. I don't think the government's open yet, technically, still. Which is crazy. Man, I thought my congestion was better. It was better all weekend. It's coming back right now. I got to stop talking about it. But it's annoying, man. Yeah, also there is a PDF file that's dropping soon, which is like an intro and basic intro to futures that the Prop for Match team also worked really hard on. So keep an eye out for that as well. But all right, let's get into this analysis. No news still. I guess the government's going to open soon, but it's not open yet. So no news. Do I trade crypto? Not really. I invest in crypto. I'm invested, but I don't really day trade it. It's a pretty tough market to day trade, in my opinion. I don't see how people day trade crypto successfully. It just seems so irrational. Adam K says we do have news in 2 minutes, 8:30. Well, it's Canadian news. Okay, we have USD Empire State Manufacturing Index. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out for that. It's not red folder, it's like orange folder news, but we'll see. It might have a little bit on the market, a little bit of an effect. And then Trump is going to be speaking at 6 p.m. So keep an eye out for that when the market reopens. That'll be interesting. Oh, also, chat. What was I going to say? Damn, I forgot. Let me think about it. Oh yeah, Nvidia earnings. Nvidia earnings, I believe, are on Wednesday night. So listen, if you guys trade the NASDAQ like I do, Nvidia is one of the most important stocks in the NASDAQ. And the Nvidia earnings are going to be a major catalyst for, I think, the market either continuing its bull trend right now or really pulling back higher time frame. So we're going to want to keep an eye out for those earnings on Wednesday. That's a really big thing you want to pay attention to. Yo, bro, how are you doing? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. This week is going to be an interesting one considering that the government has not yet released the data for the past weeks. Yeah, bro, exactly. It's going to be a good week, I think. A lot of volatility, I'm sure. You have Nvidia earnings, government opening back up. I don't know. I think there's definitely going to be some volatility. And the market is in a precarious spot right here. We've pulled back pretty aggressively on the daily. It's like, do we put in a daily high or low, or are we going to go lower? It's in an interesting spot. Do I think taking one trade a day is profitable long term? Listen, I think anything can be, like, depending on the person and how they do it. I can't do that. I don't like only having one chance. It's just not my thing. Like I don't like only having one shot at the opportunity. It doesn't make sense to me. As long as I can manage risk, my first swing at something just might not be the best swing. So I don't like doing that, but listen, people do it, So I want to learn about NQ. Yeah, I mean, NQ is the way to go. Do we have a giveaway? Yeah, we have so many accounts to give away. So let's see where we're at. How many likes we got, chat? We have like a steady 45 to 50 people watching just on YouTube. That's not even counting Instagram and X. So listen, if you're on X, if you're on Instagram, come over to YouTube. Give the video a like on the YouTube channel. Let's just hit 40. Let's hit 40 likes before the first giveaway. We'll give away 2 accounts to get started. Yeah, let's go. Government is open. Check Thursday and Friday. Also, there is a federal meeting today. Yeah, I think I see that. An FOMC member is going to be speaking. Member Waller, excuse me, at 3:35 p.m. Eastern. That's really, we're going to be done trading by then. Adam K says, Zach, you converted me to futures. This is my second week and I love it. Dude, I love that, man. I mean, listen, bro, it's a better market. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my FX traders. It is a better market to day trade. It's just true. And when that video comes out, I go into all the reasons why I think it's a much better market. So yeah, shout out Adam, bro. That's awesome. Forgotten Trader is short from 284, hoping for 15. Okay. Yeah, I think you could hit that, bro. I think I like that. That's a nice little scalp. I like that idea. Good job. All right, so let's do this. Let's get into my analysis, and I'm going to do it in front of you guys, okay? I don't have any like very specific, all I did was put out my volume profile levels on our Discord, right? So also when we do run our first Discord giveaway, or our first giveaway, you got to join the Discord, okay? Let me drop the link in the chat for you guys so that you can get ready for that. So here, I'll drop it right here. Here's the invite link to join the Prop Firm Match Discord channel. Go ahead and enter in there so that you can get ready to enter our giveaways. You want to be verified inside of Discord so that you can get access to the Prop Firm Match TV streaming channel. But all right, let's do this. So daily chart. Let's start off at the daily chart. Not much information for me on the daily, honestly. I know this. I noticed that we swept out this swing low, right? So there's something there, closed back above. Okay. Still not the best. It doesn't give me much, right? I see we have some relative equal lows right here. I really don't have much information on the daily. I do see that we have a daily fair value gap that was tapped into. You can see right here. So that's interesting. That's something, right? Now, if we narrow that down, it's a 4-hour gap right here. But I like the daily, though. This is actually more relevant to me, so this is good. So this daily fair value gap held as resistance and the market's going lower, right? Even though we swept liquidity right here. So we swept this low, got some displacement higher. This was on Friday. Then the market took one more higher high, and now it's going back down to lows after rejecting from that daily fair value gap. So the question is, in terms of bias, where do we go first, right? Do we come down to take previous day's low? Or do we come back up to here first? What happens first? I feel like we start to narrow down the range we're inside of. We either are going to go to previous day's low or even here, this low or this high first is going to come. And we have to determine which draw liquidity do we think is more likely, okay? So let's remember, we have an unmitigated fair value gap right here as well. So that could act as a draw for sure. We also have our volume profile levels, right? So we have previous day's point of control right here, 25,145. We have previous day's value area low, 24,964. I think it's very likely that we can rotate down to here. And then this is going to be a key. Is this an area of support to bring us higher? Or are we going to break through and tap into this gap? What we can do is use the previous day's point of control as a line in the sand, right? Golden rule. If we stay below the previous day's point of control, I actually think looking for shorts makes more sense. Now, if we break above the previous day's point of control, we can look for longs. Follow the golden rule, right? On top of that, let's look for the midnight open. Where is the midnight open today? We're currently trading below the midnight open. So a scenario that I can see happening at the open, maybe we come down to sweep out this wick, holds the previous day's value area low. If we can get back above the POC, we can maybe look for a move up to midnight to then take this high. I kind of like that for the midnight retracement. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe we just come right up above here first, tap midnight, and then go lower to take previous day's low. It's a tough spot. But we're going to have to play it level to level, okay? Also, guys, the market has been insanely volatile. I took an Asia scalp last night. I caught 20 points in like a minute and a half in the Asia session. Market is very volatile. Like this move down that we just had in the pre-market is over 1,000 ticks, almost 300 points, bro. That's crazy. This market is insanely volatile. So what I would say is don't oversize, trade a couple of contracts. You don't need to over risk in these conditions. You can make a ton of money catching low-hanging fruit. So that's a big thing. W analysis or L analysis? What do you guys think? Did that help? W, fire. Who here uses volume profile? And who here uses volume profile now because of me? I'd love to know that. I feel like I've converted so many people to volume profile. Hey, Mike is in the chat. What up, bro? Mike, are you the one who DM'd me on X about the Zin? The tin can Zin? I got to get back to you on that. I was busy over the weekend. I'll make sure to get back to you. Dino uses volume profile. Sick. All right. Did we hit 40 likes? $42. Let's go. Okay, sick. Sam the trader plans to start using it. Nice, dude. And to only trade NQ. Let's go. Damn, a lot of people are using it because of me. Wing Ho says I use it because of you. It's me trader says I use price action, but for confirmation, I use volume profile. Fire. I use ICT with turtle soup. Hey, that's a good system. Dude, I love this. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're converting people. Let's go. But all right, guys, let's run a giveaway. Do you want to do our new sponsor? You want to give away 2 Aqua Futures accounts first? Who's up for that? Aqua Futures. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So here, let me set something up here. I got to do it like this. All right, chat. So this is what we're going to do. Let me go to the Discord. I'm going to show you guys. But all of our giveaways are done through our personal Discord, through the Prop Firm Match Discord channel, okay? All right, so here we go. Chat. See that? I just wrote to enter the giveaway for 225K Aqua Futures accounts. You're going to go into Discord and type match. The Discord link is in the description of our YouTube video, but have no fear. I will drop it in the comments as well right now. And I'll give you guys time to make sure that you can enter. Okay, so I'll give everyone time to enter. There you go. I just dropped the link to our Prop Firm Match Discord channel. We see all the entries coming in. This is perfect. Perfect. Let's go. Now, why did I use match as the entry? Because, guys, if you don't win an account, it's all good. All you have to do is go over to Prop Firm Match. You can get the best discounts possible on all of your favorite futures firms with code match, okay? 55% off still with Top One Futures. Dude, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do for Black Friday and for the Tradeovate launch, because they're onboarding Tradeovate real soon. I'm definitely going to cop some accounts from them with Tradeovate. So yeah, a lot of good deals. But to enter, get your entries in, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a real quick break, okay? So give me like 3 to 5 minutes. I want to make sure everyone has time to enter the Discord. I dropped the link in the chat, so you should be good to go. Go ahead, get your entries in. I will be right back, and when I come back, we will announce the winners, all right? So stay tuned for that, chat. And yeah, sit tight. Be right back. All right, we back. How we doing, chat? Get back over here. All right, we are back on mobile and on YouTube. Did everybody get enough time to enter the giveaway? Did you get into the Discord? Let me know if anyone has any questions before we get these entries. Some of the Discord accounts on PFM are expired in the future section. I will make sure somebody gets hold of that and they know. Thanks for letting me know. Which accounts, bro? Let me know which accounts you're talking about or which firm. Everybody got their entries in? Let me take a look. And we got Luna coming on. Still, we got some time, like 9:25, 9:30. Luna will be on. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got a ton of entries. Let's go to the top. We're going to start from my comment. Also, guys, I don't know if anyone's doing this, but remember, you do not need to enter more than once, okay? Entering more than once will not give you extra chances. Just want to make that clear. It looks like most of you are following that. But all right, I'll get this list going. Let's get our music back on. Always let me know if the music is too loud. Okay? What do you guys want to do? Pinwheel? Or no, let's do duck race. Let's do duck race, chat. Yeah, true. We got to do duck race because the wheel has limitations. You guys are right. We got to just do duck race from now on. All right. Mr. Name, to participate in the race, you have to join our Discord. Link is in the description of this video. You're going to miss this one, but I got like 6 more accounts to give away, so no worries. Go ahead and join our Discord, though. Link is in the description of the video, so you can enter the next one. All right. We got our names. I think it's time. 45 seconds. Let's go. Who's ready? On 3? Hold up. Got to get my specialties. Hold up. Where we at? Here we go. One, two. Let's go. Who's going to win? First giveaway of the week, chat. First giveaway of the day, first of the week. To participate in the duck race giveaways, you have to join our Discord, the Prop Per Match Discord. Link is in the description of this video. And then you'll have to enter in the stream chat, but you'll be able to enter the next one. No worries. No, you don't do anything actively in the race. This is your duck. We'll see who wins. Ooh. Trader. Shout out Trader. Let us know that you're here in the chat. and I'll go over how you can actually claim your account. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to PFM support on X. You're going to DM them. You're going to show them your Discord handle, okay? The Discord handle that you won with. I'll drop the link in the chat. There you go. All you got to do is DM them at PFM support, show them your Discord handle. They'll get back to you. They'll hook you up with your account. Should we go again? We ready for another giveaway? Yeah, he's here. He's here. You good. You good. All right, let's go. On 3. 1, 2. Vi Legacy. I think it's Vi Legacy. Oh. Pro Aki. Shout out. So you're going to do the same thing, bro. You're going to go to PFM support on X. You're going to DM them. I'll drop the link in the chat. Pro Aki. Big shout out. So annoying. But I got to do that. I got to do the whole screen like that. All right, shout out Pro Aki. You good? Let me get these going. There he is, Pro Aki. Shout out. All right. So we just gave away 2 top 1 futures accounts. Big shout out, you guys. This is what we'll do. When we hit, we're at 50 likes. So when we hit 75, we'll do another giveaway. And we got Luna coming on in 20 minutes. So that'll be fun. And since Luna is more of like a reoccurring regular guest now, I think we could run some giveaways while Luna is here. Usually when we have like a brand new guest on, you know, I try to avoid doing any giveaways because I want to like give all of our focus to our guest. But, you know, Luna is going to be like a regular. So I think we can run a giveaway. So we'll do it whenever we hit 75, whenever we hit 75 likes, even if Luna's here, doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and run it. Even, you know what, Dino? We'll even do it if the guest is here, because with our recurring guests, they're kind of like part of the team now. So I think it's okay. But yeah, with Luna, even if Luna's here, we'll run it if we hit 75. Yeah, bro, you can't see your duck. You're not going to see your name in there, bro. Yo, we got 80 votes on bullish or bearish today, and it's totally 50-50. Damn, that's crazy. It's 52-47. People are a little more bearish than bullish. That's crazy. How to participate in duck races. So you got to join our Discord, the Prop for Match Discord. If you go to the description in this video, you will see a link. It says join our PFM TV Discord. Join that. And then you'll be able to enter giveaways. King Baldwin says, Zach, my man, hope you were doing well today. Thank you, brother. Doing much better than last week. I was a little sick last week. I'm feeling better. I'm still a little sick, honestly, but I feel better. Like my head's good. We're clear, ready to go. So yeah, excited to get the week going, bro. Good to see you here. Marble race. I got to look into it. Is it on the same website? I'll look it up for the next one. We'll see. But okay, we did just sweep this low, guys. Right? Look at that. Swept that low, pulling back higher. We have midnight open. This is the thing. Like, part of me wants to go long up to the midnight open. I'm not going to take this, but I'm watching for an inversion here. Not terrible. Hey, Stoic Jake, WPFM. Stoic Jake will be on Wednesday, chat. I know the chat really liked Jake, so I'm excited to have him back on. He was a great dude to talk to. He's going to be on regularly as well. Let's see. I want to see if anybody actually checked my analysis yesterday. Did you guys see my analysis in the Discord? Not many people saw it. These are my key volume profiles, though. I put this up at 9:05 p.m. So you had these levels beforehand. Yeah, we got a lot of things planned with that Discord. So yeah, and I mean, join it to enter giveaways, but we got a lot of cool stuff planned. When is Luna coming? Luna will be on at like 9:30, 9:25. Shivam, you shared your analysis last week in NQ and it's working. That's awesome. Do a race where we can actively participate. I don't even know if that's a thing, bro. Is that a thing? Oh, you want me to check your analysis? Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a look at the group's analysis. Good idea, Shivam. I love that idea. All right, let's do that. I actually love that idea, bro. All right, so let's see what we got here. Let's go to chart room. Okay, so here's Shivam's. Well, it's just a naked chart right here. Okay, you got this right here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, what time frame is this? 4 hours. So you saw that sweep. We swept the liquidity, and you're thinking we pull up from there. Yeah, I think it's possible. I really do. I think what we should do today for one of our giveaways, we should do the best chart markup. I think we got to do the best chart markup. Now, this is going to be subjective, so I'm going to pick. But let's do that. Let's get that going, and we'll actually we'll pick a winner when we hit 75 likes. But if you guys want to start doing this now, go to the chart room inside of Discord and drop a chart markup. It can be on any instrument. I just want to see how detailed you guys can do. Like, take a look at mine for inspiration. Okay, so like here, let's look at this one. I have my key levels on there. I have my midnight open. You don't need to add this and stuff, but like give an idea of what you're going to see, or even this one too. Like I have that fair value gap here. I have this potential draw on liquidity, my volume profile levels, and these were the scenarios that I thought could happen, right? I want to see your guys' analysis. It could be on a 1 minute time frame, a 4 hour, a daily, doesn't matter. But I just want to see who gives like the most detailed, coherent chart markup. Now, doing too much detail might not be too good. I'm not just saying as much detail as possible, but coherent and detailed. And I'll pick who I think is the best. But get your entries in now, and when we hit 75 likes, we'll actually take a look at them. I think that's a fire idea. So remember, you're going to do that here in chart room. So you drop your charts, just like we got Daniel just dropped a chart markup. Beautiful. I think this is a cool idea. Yeah, Adam, definitely drop a winning trade. If you took one this morning, absolutely, bro. Just mark it up so that we can see what your thought process was. And the reason why I want you guys to do this is because this is the type of thing that helped me so much in getting my footing with technical analysis, like really understanding chart markups, because you can look back at these and they teach you something. Yeah, let's go. Hit a fire emoji on here. But yeah, go ahead, get those in. And when we hit 75 likes, we'll look at all of them. And we can decide. I'll take feedback from the chat too. You guys can tell me, like, what do you think is best? Do you think this one's good? Why? All that. But yeah, look at that. So we tapped into that 5-minute fair value gap and just went lower immediately. Look at that. Dude, I'm telling you, we are moving crazy right now. This is almost 20 points, 100 ticks from here to here. That's crazy volatility, you guys. So be careful, all right? You do not want to overtrade this market, and you don't want to oversize. Yeah, it could be any instrument, you guys. Gold, NASDAQ, Forex, I don't care. Stoic says, looking bearish today. Yeah, I still think it could go either way. I really do. I really do. Of course I want bullishness. See, I'm not one of those people. Oh yeah, but you only take longs, so that makes sense for you. I'm cool if it's bearish. I love shorting. I can go either way. I don't have a preference to either side. Yo, chat, my NBA parlays hit so hard last night. Yo, it's actually crazy. I hit 3 parlays in a row. It was wild. The best analysis is for today or only daily? It could be for today. I think today. Let's stick with today. No, it's relevant. Stoic is a little sissy when it comes to sells. Come on, bro. You got to get on stream. I got to show you that you can short, bro. You can take some shorts with me on stream on Wednesday. We'll see if there's any shorts. I'll try and peer pressure you into shorting the market. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm already up 250 on these accounts for the day. So I'm going to trade small. Like I was trading 5 micros last night. I'll probably trade 3 or even 2. Let's do 2 micros. So that'll be 10 micros total. I'm a copy trader. Mike is the opposite. You're so much better at shorting. Yeah, dude, I don't know why. Like, that's cool. I get that too. But I don't know why people have a preference. I don't know. I guess the first person I learned from just did both. So I never felt this. Like, I never had this preference for one direction. Project X leaving third parties. Does that mean it's off Top Step? So, Abby, first off, good morning. I will talk to you later today. We got to work out a coaching call. But no, Top Step is the only company that Project X is going to stay with because it's their company. They own it. At least that's my understanding that they own it. I don't know, but they are going to stick with Top Step, yes. So if you trade Top Step, that's going to be the only place to use Project X after April 2026. Full port sells. Let's go. Dude, I can't wait for these Black Friday deals, bro. I'm waiting for them. I want to load up, dude. Yeah, but if you trade Top Step, you're good to go, Abby. I hate well, I can't give my opinion on platforms. I prefer Trade-Evate. That's all I'll say. I like Trade-Evate. Abby, what are you thinking? Bullish or bearish? What did you vote? Bullish or bearish today? I'm going to make sure Luna has the link to our stream, guys, because we want Luna to be able to get in here as soon as they're ready. All right, cool. We get to go there. Do I have a cold, bro? Yeah, man. I mean, I just have something. I don't know. My nose has been super, super stuffy for like a week. It's crazy. We're powering through though, man. Abby says it's in a downtrend, but I'm just now setting my chart. So 1 sec, I'll let you know. Okay, let us know. Abby's a student of mine, and she's been killing it. She was doing good. Tradeify versus Top Step, which one is better for average experience and cost effective? Okay, great question. Let's go over to Prop Firm Match real quick to answer this, because you're going to get your best options to like compare and contrast these prop firms. Okay, first off, they're both listed on Prop Firm Match, so you're good to go there in terms of reliability and stability. You will get paid out from Tradeify or Top Step. I don't know if it's just me, but the website seems to not be working great. I pulled it up before. It was working just fine. Let me try on another browser real quick. Is anybody else having an issue getting onto propfirmmatch.com right now? It hasn't been, it was loading for me before. Now it might be down. We might be doing some maintenance. I'm really not sure. Because yeah, other sites are working just fine for me. We may have to wait to do this. It's working fine. But a little slow. Okay, so it's a little slow for me too. We'll see if that loads up. This is what I'll say though, because I've used both Top Step and Tradeify. And okay, Shivam, it's not loading. So I think it's a little spotty for a few people at the moment. So don't worry, I can still give you guys my take on this because I've traded extensively with Top Step and Tradeify. I've taken a lot of money from Top Step and Tradeify. They're my two most paid out prop firms. Those are my two main firms that I've gotten paid from. So here's the thing. Top Step. What's great about Top Step, the entry cost is low, right? $50 for a 50K combine. Really low entry cost. You do have an activation fee though, right? So for example, if you pass your prop firm challenge on a 50K account with Top Step, great. But now you have to pay a $150 activation fee. So once you pass, your entire buy-in is going to be like $200. Now, what's good about Top Step is that their rules are very minimal. They have no consistency rule. I saw someone in the chat asked about that. Are there any firms without a consistency rule? I think Top Step's like the only one on the future side. So no consistency rule, cheap entry cost, but you have to pay an activation fee. But in terms of getting paid out, I say this all the time, I think Top Step is in the top 3 easiest firms to take a payout from, because all you need to do is lock in 5 winning days of $150. They don't have to be consecutive. As soon as you do that, you have access to taking a payout. So I think they're the easiest to get paid out from, and I think they're a cheap buy-in cost, but they do have an activation fee. Now, what's cool about Tradeify, and I love Tradeify, is they have the instant funded. So if you're someone that doesn't want to go through the challenge phase, I love the instant funded Lightning accounts. Again, guys, code match. You'll get all the best discounts here, especially with Tradeify. They got 30% off right now. What's cool about instant funding, no challenge, right? So if you're just thinking about it from probabilities, if you want to go with a challenge account, you have to do really well in the challenge. You have to pass there, and then you have to do that again to get a payout. With instant funding, you don't have to do that first part. So if you trade well right away, you get your payout. But it's a bit harder to get paid out with an instant funded account from Tradeify. You have a 20% consistency rule. You have a 6% profit target. So these things make it harder, but it's harder because it's instant funding. Now, Tradeify also has the growth plan, which is a challenge, and they have the advanced. So these also have consistency rules, but they're like 30%, 35%, so a little bit easier. But I still think Top Step is the easiest firm to get paid out from, but you got to pass a challenge, you got to pay an activation fee. With Tradeify, you're doing all of that in one shot if you go with the instant funded. Both of these firms pay out very quickly, though, and they're stable. They're listed on Prop Firm Match. Here we go, the website. Oh, didn't load yet. Okay. But we'll take a look once it loads. But yeah, code match will get you 30% off Tradeify. But that would be my take. Future here. Let me know if you have any more specific questions. I'd be happy to answer. Mayank, thank you for that. Yeah, my funded futures also does not have a consistency rule, so you got that. Oh, my cat wants to go in the other room. One second. My man, very thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, shout out Mayank, though. That was good. You're right. My funded futures has no consistency rule. I tried doing it in a different browser, bro. Here, I could try Safari or something. But wait, hold up. I want to take a look at these chart markups. Who's entered the chart markup giveaway yet? Have you guys got entries in? Oh, here we go. We got Prop for Match right here. So yeah, I mean, we went over it though. We went over it. That's my take. Again, Tradeify, Prop for Match listed firm, so you can trust them. Code match 30% off. Max allocation of 750K. Now that's actually depending on the plan. I know with the Lightning accounts, you could trade 5. So that's like 153, 450, 750. Yeah, okay. 750 max allocation. Top Step also has 750 max allocation. With both of these two firms, Tradeify and Top Step, you could trade up to 5 accounts. So they're the same there. Those are the main taking points that I have. But all right, I want to take a look at these chart markups, guys. Let's take a look at these. So, okay, we got some entries in here. So it started here. We got Daniel. Okay, I like this. This is good, dude. This is solid. This is what I'm talking about. I love this. This is a good markup, bro. What's the best prop firm to buy instant funding with 4x without trailing max drawdown? Bro, when it comes to instant funded accounts, you're always going to have trailing drawdown for the most part. It's just part of the game. It's the name of the game with instant funding. Top Step does not pay through Rise. Top Step pays through Wise, WISE. which I use both of these. I've gotten paid from both through Rise and Wise. They're both great. Yeah, Shivam, your chart's going to count. I got you. But this is a solid markup. I like this. Okay, look, they're expecting a sweep. They got previous day's value area low marked out right here, the POC. So you have all your volume profile levels. You got Asia low, London. You got midnight open. This is solid. I like this markup. Not going to lie. You got your fair value gaps in here. I'm guessing this is a VWAP from this move up, which is solid. Good confluence. I like this markup. I got to say, Vladimir, I like this a lot. Ooh, I like this too. Yo, you guys got some solid markups here. So I see you got some fib extensions in here. You got buy side liquidity. It's been taken. You got a change in the state of delivery here. You got this open unmitigated fair value gap. Damn, this is actually going to be tough to choose from. These are two really solid markups. You got the daily open, previous day's high. Damn, this is very detailed as well. This is solid, bro. Ooh, you went double charts. I don't think I have a chance. I only use ICT. Bro, we love ICT concepts here. What are you talking about? Okay, not as detailed, but still clean. It doesn't have to be overly detailed. If it's clean and shows a clear idea, it's not bad. What I would say about this, Carolina, let me know what time frame this fair value gap is. You know what I mean? I'm guessing this is a fair value gap you have marked off. I know you're on the 5 minute, but maybe if this is like a 15-minute gap or something, let us know. But solid. I see you got my chart colors too. You know I like those chart colors, blue and black. Let's go, baby. I would prefer to see a deeper bullish retracement on NAS with previous week's new week opening gap as first target and a 1 hour inversion as an area to look for any bullish signals. Okay, solid, bro. I love this. Sell side liquidity has been taken. Displacement up. You're looking for a move back into the 50% premium and discount. Love this. You got that unmitigated fair value gap. Love it. Oh, it's an inversion. Okay, inversion. Maybe a retest into it higher for this unmitigated gap and buy side liquidity. Yo, you guys all have solid markups, man. This is fire. Okay, I see you're in a trade. I don't know if I can count this as a chart markup though, Stefan. So yeah, but now you guys are learning. In a short since London. Using BPR model. BPR, okay, so if you guys don't know what a BPR, it's an inversion fair value gap that also creates a regular fair value gap, which increases the probabilities of it working out. So that's fire. Solid. And you're looking for this move all the way down? Dude, that's a big trade. I mean, it could work. It could definitely work if we're going to be bearish today. You got that 1 hour fair value gap. Sell side liquidity here just been taken. You're marking that up, letting people know. Damn, you guys, honestly, bro, I didn't think the markups were going to be this good. And I don't mean that in a rude way, but these are fire. These are really fire. Bouncing just into the previous week's VWAP. Waiting on the pullback before going lower again. This is good too, bro. You're letting us know. You're giving us some words here with the little chat bubbles. I use those too a lot. I use those a lot. You got Asia low. You got all your levels marked out. After price taps that daily imbalance above the daily fair value gap, I waited for the formation of a 1 hour IFVG that entered on the 5 minute time frame, targeting the nearest low hanging fruit. Dude, extra points because you used the term low hanging fruit. You know I love that term. Solid, dude. This is solid. Build liquidity. I want price to come down, tap into my POI. Then I'll long towards engineered liquidity above and placing my stop loss below. People will sell here. This is where we will enter. I like it. Thinking about market manipulation. Buy side liquidity resting. You got equal highs up here. Dude, okay. Shout out for marking out those equal highs. That's a nice sneaky level. This could definitely be a draw. That's a nice sneaky level. Good eye, bro. This This is the sell trade I've taken. Trend line to downside where I've seen a demand zone. Higher time frame towards downside. I see you got some trend line liquidity here. Lower time frame, massive move to the downside, so it'll become a demand zone on the higher time frame. So you're expecting bearish reaction and for this trend line to hold. Okay. Nice. I like that you got the so I know a lot of people like to use horizontal lines for like their Asia and London session. I prefer this. I like when people use the boxes. You know what I'm saying? Asia session, London session. I like when people use the boxes. It keeps it a little more clean. So you get extra points for that, bro. Hey, Luna's in the chat. Luna's going to be here in a few minutes, guys. Shout out Luna. Bearish bias, bearish on the 4-hour and 1 hour, broken key support resistance level, hoping for a retracement to the 15-minute fair value gap, then back to 1 hour fair value gap below. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, you got the what is this indicator? It's where you can look at the higher time frame as well. So you have the 1 hour and the 4 hour. You're showing how those candles are printing on the same chart. I like that. 2 hour demand zone order block, hour 4 bullish engulfing candle. This is in alignment with an hour 2 bullish engulfing signal. Okay, so you're using bullish and bearish engulfing candles. Those are tried and true, bro. No hate there. And we got Dino in here. Okay, you got some trend lines here. You're looking for maybe a breakout of this triangular trend line. You're in a short. Beautiful on gold. Damn, go. Shout out everyone who has entered and done a markup. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes to enter if you need. And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to choose the winner as soon as I get back. We're going to, Luna's going to be here in any minute. So we're going to take one last quick break. And then we will, we'll announce the winner of this giveaway. This will be we'll do the top 2. So we'll give out 2 top 1 futures accounts here. Okay. So let's just, let's take a quick break. Let's give Luna some time to get in here and then we'll pick the best chart markup. But honestly, shout out all of you. You guys gave coherent, really good chart markup. So big shout out. We'll pick a winner as soon as we get back. This is what it's all about. This is going to help everyone. This is like for people that didn't enter because maybe you don't know how to do a chart markup. Now you're getting an idea. And this helps so much, bro. So, all right, we'll be right back. And we'll pick a couple of winners here. All right, so stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. Luna Trades will be back with us, and we'll announce the winners of this giveaway. BRB. All right, we back. We back, chat. How we doing? Luna should be here any minute. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll go through the chart markups with Luna. I'll pick someone, and then I'll let Luna pick someone as well. I know the market's opening, so we're going to get some volatility, but, you know, I prefer to wait the first 15 minutes to trade anyway, so we let the open shake out, then come up with a setup. So maybe we'll run through these markups with Luna, and we'll both pick a winner because we'll give away 2 top 1 futures accounts for this. How's that sound to you guys? Do we want to do that? Or do we want to focus on trading the open? I think, you know, it'll take 10 minutes and then we'll get to trading the open. Winning a lot of accounts, like you said, and still want more. I could smell unprofitability. Damn, Adam coming with that heat, bro. Damn, market is selling off. Oh my God. What does the S&P 500 do? You said E&P, but I'm guessing you meant S&P. S&P is the top 500 stocks in the United States. The top 500 companies, right? So S&P. Top 5 Fortune 500 companies in the U.S. stock market. And it's an index, so it's a conglomerate of all 500 stocks. The NQ is also a conglomerate of the top 100 tech stocks. If you notice, NQ is a lot more volatile right now because the tech sector is just like, you know, that's where most of the market movement is because everyone's into tech and buying tech stocks and investing in AI. So NQ has become more volatile in recent years. There we go. Damn, dude. Nice pump right at the previous day's value area low. Y'all are going to tell me those are fake levels or those are not relevant levels? Look at that move. Oh my God, bro. Who would use volume profile, man? Volume profile doesn't work. Look at that, bro. Look at the way we react at the previous day's value area low. You're going to tell me that's random? That is not random. There are people here who don't know what the S&P 500 does in their winning accounts. I know, bro, but you know, everyone's in their own level of the journey. Everyone's learning, you know. Also, there's a lot of people who are learning futures now who maybe primarily traded Forex. So you know how it goes. Okay, I think Luna has entered the studio. Look at this move. I think we're missing the longs, guys. Damn. This is rough. It's okay. The market will give us an entry. We'll take some time. Just waiting for Luna Trades to get their camera up. And we'll bring Luna onto the stage. Trying to learn how to trade is already a W. I completely agree with you, Carolina. Facts. Everyone's at their own spot in the journey. We all started from scratch. It's true. I barely knew what the S&P 500 was when I first got into trading 5 years ago. I had an idea, but I didn't really know what it was. Is S&P 500 beginner friendly? That's tough to determine. I don't think any trading is beginner friendly, but you got to learn somewhere. Okay, we got Luna here. Yo,
what's going on?
What is good, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Good,
counts are green.
Love it. Yeah, I want to hear about that. Real quick, can you also get into the mobile studio as well? It's kind of annoying, I know, but I sent you 2 links. If you could join the second one as well and get your video and screen up. Just because we're also streaming to like Instagram Live, you know, all that, and we do that vertically.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna set that up right now. I am inexperienced with StreamYard, and I have a brand new setup. I just got a full 4K streaming setup, so I'm super stoked. But it comes with a little bit of
Learning curve.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Sure, yeah, dude, you look crispy though. Looks crispy.
Yeah, it's weird. It actually wouldn't connect my camera directly, so I'm doing a virtual thing from OBS, but I think it's all good to go. Okay, and this looks good to go too. I'm gonna enter the studio for the other one, so we're on.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, you look good here. I can hear you. No lag. I remember last time there was a little bit of lag, but you're good right now, dude. Chris.
Perfecto. Nice.
Yes, sir. Okay, I see you in here. Perfect. We just get you in here. Boom. All right, we're in.
So I'm hearing both of them. How do I mute this other one?
Yeah, so it kind of sounds like it for us, but it's not an issue for the viewers. It kind of goes in and out like that.
Like, can I mute it? No.
Let me see.
Okay.
Maybe, you know what you could do? You could click out of the mobile studio because you're in. I think if you just X out of it, I don't think it'll be an issue.
Okay, sweet.
We can try that.
I did that. All right, let's do this.
Oh no, that's my mistake. You're out of the studio now. Sorry, bro. Yeah, we're still learning. Yeah, go back in there real quick.
I'll put it right back on. All good. I'll just listen to it like that. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but
all right, we're good.
The chat doesn't notice it. Okay, cool. All right, dope. So yeah, man, how you doing? This market is pumping right now. We were gonna do a giveaway. I can show you what we're doing real quick, but real quick, let us know how was your day so far? You already took trades?
I'm doing great. I'm up 4,400 on the day on funded accounts, and I just locked in. I thought it was 2 payouts, so I locked in a payout that I took over the weekend. I'm waiting for that one from one account for 1,000. And then today I locked in 2,000 from an Apex account, and I have another Apex account that I messed up the consistency rule. So I thought I had another 2,000, but I need to actually make a tiny bit more because of a consistency thing. So, but yeah, this is one of my bigger days. These are like around 5,000 is like a big day for me. So I'm stoked, and I still have accounts to trade. So let's rock and roll. I'm good to go. I got a bunch of funded accounts I haven't even touched yet. So.
Dude, I love it, man. Yeah, I'm trying to be really patient right now and not load up on more accounts until Black Friday because I feel like we're going to get some crazy deals.
Oh, you already know it. And yeah, and in general, I think it's good to not like load up on accounts as a rule of thumb. Like, you get them when you need them, like trade your accounts that you got and then get the next round and then get the next round. And if you're consistent that way, you can actually push the payouts quick that way and just cycle accounts if that's your vibe. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go.
Big facts, dude. Man, this market is pumping. All right, guys, let's do this quick. Let's get this giveaway done because we got to take a look at these markets. Luna, so we did a cool thing, I think. For this giveaway, we changed it up. Instead of just like random entries, we had people join the Prop Firm Match Discord. And I said, I want you guys to just drop me your best chart markup. So chart markups are really important to me. It helped me really get a better gauge on technical analysis, and I can go back and review them. So we got a bunch of people that put a chart markup in here. And I'm thinking, I looked through, I think I know who I'm going to pick, and maybe we're going to give away 2 accounts. Maybe out of all of these, we'll run through them quick. So you don't got to look at them for like 10 minutes, but maybe you could pick what you think is the best chart markup. For me, it just goes like whatever I think has the perfect mix of detail-oriented, but also simple. You know, because I don't want to pick something that has like 50 levels and it's overly complicated. It's more like, can you get your point across in a very simple way with your chart markups? Does that make sense?
That totally makes sense. And if you already know, I mean, I'm going to pull up the Discord right now, so it's going to take me 1 second. So if you want to go with it, I trust your opinion on this one, but I'm just getting in here, so.
No worries. I got it.
I'm going to check it out, though.
Too, so they can let us look through. I looked through all of these before you got on, so I'm going to tell you guys who I'm going to pick. It was a toss-up for me. I'm not going to lie. It was right here, K. That's his Discord name. I really liked this one. He has a good mix of, this is really all ICT, but really detail-oriented. He has a lot of FIB extensions. He has unmitigated fair value gaps to be looking at, and he's thinking lower. So he's thinking the market's going to go lower into this unmitigated gap. Now, market's pumping right now, so you might be incorrect, but I like the chart markup. I think it's very detail-oriented, but not too detailed. Stan the Trader had a really good one as well. This is super simple. You had 50% retracement. So looking for a move below that 50% to either move up inside that inverted fair value gap up here to this buy side liquidity, which I think is what's going to be happening. Or if we break below, we go lower. So really clear and detail oriented. But there was one other I really liked. I got to find it.
I like the ones too that have the stop losses on them and the target with the little P&L indicator.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Sam the Trader here. I think this is like perfect, dude. It's like simple. He has a couple of key levels on there, not too many levels, but it's still detail oriented. I understand what he's looking at as an ICT trader. So my choice is gonna be Sam the Trader. You're gonna win a top 1 futures account, 25K elite challenge. So big shout out, bro. And Luna, if you want to pick someone, if not, if you don't got the Discord up yet, I'll pick the second guy. But
you're gonna have to do this one. Next time.
I got you.
I'm actually just still getting into the Discord here. Let's see.
No worries. Yeah, shout out Sam the Trader, though. You deserve it, bro. It's fire markup, honestly. God, who it was? I already had a guy. I really liked it. Yes, right here. Vladimir. I love this, bro. You got your London session, Asia session high. You have the midnight open. And I got to give you the credit here because, bro, you just outlined exactly what just happened, at least for the open, right? So you were looking for a move a little bit lower to bounce from this previous day's value area low to go higher. And let's just take a look at the charts, guys. Hold on. Let's look at this. The market literally did that. It went a little bit lower, tapped into that previous day's value area low at 24,966, and it's pumping. So you also called the correct analysis. So I'm going to give it to you, bro. Vladimir, you were the winner. Well deserved, too. So shout out Vladimir. Let me pull that markup one more time.
All right, that's who I'm copy trading the rest of the stream. Yeah, okay, I did get in the Discord now, but so next time I'll be ready to go in the Discord.
Yeah, right here, Vladimir. Shout out, bro.
And look at that rejection right at VWAP there on NQ.
Yeah, here, you want me to, if you want to get your screen up, Luna, you can show us what you're looking at.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, shout out, guys. We're gonna do more giveaways like that because that gives people, like, I don't know, you know, instead of just leaving it totally random to some computer ducks, like, we could make it more fun. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I see you got your screen up. Let me pull that up. And if you could share it on mobile too. I know it's a little annoying to get used to, but yeah, just also share it on the other studio. So whoever's watching on like Instagram can check it out.
Perfect. Sweet. Can you crop it?
Yeah, let me see.
It's just a chart.
I can and get rid of our faces. Why? Do you think it's too small?
No, I meant just like so you don't see my trading panel.
Oh, honestly, no, I can't. This is
I have
one of the
no
things.
clue how to. I've never used StreamYard, but okay. Well, we can look at the full trading. It's fine. We can look at it this way.
Yeah,
I'll make it a little bit bigger. So yeah, you want to look at the charts?
Yeah, let me know what you're looking at. Let me know what you're looking at, man.
Man, it's actually lagging now that I'm sharing both.
Is it? You're good on my end.
Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. So beautiful. I am going to go to NQ first. So, I mean, I already kind of marked up my charts this morning and I took a few trades. I took a few trades already too, but so I marked up more like wanting these extremes. So short from the previous day high area, which I also have a high time frame zone up here. So that's like also would be like a value area high, previous day value area high back towards previous day point of control. So I kind of like that as a range. That could actually be like a B setup to me, which is really good. I don't get very many B setups. I do A, B, and C. So I'm looking for that there. A setups are like once a month. And so this would be a B for me. And I would love that sweep of this whole like top resistance. And then looking for it to start moving back down and take a entry there, or same thing all the way down here where we have this bigger range and previous day low. So these were just on the high time frame charts. Like I feel like both ES and NQ were kind of similar with the high time frame, where we completed this move down and then we like completed the move up, but on like the 4 hour, not necessarily on the daily, but we had this 4 hour resistance here that I had drawn on from previous, but we kind of wicked into that. So going down on the 1 hour too, we rejected it pretty clean. And so we're making this move down. And I had another support resistance zone here that wasn't like my major one, but that enabled me to take a long because we also had the previous day value area low. So I took that long, just like the winner of that giveaway just there. I took this as a 2-bar reversal actually on this first test right here. We can see my markers. I took this, I waited, we tagged into the zone on this candle, but it had an upper wick. And then we had a nice big lower wick here and it bounced right. That line there was just like another major like daily candle close or something like that, and we bounced. This candle had a wick up, and then I took the break out of this candle with the stop at the current candle, and we hit my full TP. So this was my trade idea right there, filling this wick right there. And I actually took it, I took 2 minis. I took one off quick, and then another one I took off. First one here, the second one there. So quick scalp on that one, and that was my last trade I took there that long. So I did take that just because it was a good enough zone for me, but it wasn't really with my other levels. Normally I would have waited for the previous day value area low, but it was such a high time frame level that I just took it. That's in my wheelhouse. And now I'm just going to wait pretty much for a move all the way up or a move back down pretty much. I'm not going to take anything else here. We're right at point of control, current session point of control, previous day point of control. We tagged this VWAP, but look, we actually broke above it here too. So I would just be patient now for us to sweep these highs first.
Love it, man. Beautiful. Yeah, I love that you use volume profile as well. So that's awesome. Yeah, we are right now kind of getting like a break and retest of the previous day's point of control. So yeah, I'll go to my charts real quick and show you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing similar. I have not taken a trade yet for the morning. I did take a trade in the Asia session, a nice little win, base hit. So we do have that. I'm up like 200, really small on my 5 Tradeify accounts, but I'm seeing something similar. So, you know, yeah, we bounced from the previous day's value area low, took this liquidity, and now had some really strong displacements up. What I was hoping to see, and it looks like we might miss it, is a retest of this 5-minute gap that we made right here. I was hoping to see a retest of this for me to get long, to take us up to the midnight open. So this is this is the only key level I see that I didn't see on your chart, Luna. I love looking for the market to retrace to the midnight open. There's actually data that it happens roughly 70% of the time. So I like to use that as a target in like the first 2 hours of the session. So I do think we're going to get that retracement to the midnight open, but we might miss an entry opportunity to get there because, you know, even though I feel pretty confident we're going to come for this price, I don't want to buy up here, you know, because I can't get an optimal entry. Where does my stop go? So I'm going to be patient right now. If we can get a retest down here, I could see a long like this shaping up. So for now, it's hands off until that happens. But yeah, I do have a similar bias. And then once we get up to these levels up here, this red rectangular box is a daily fair value gap. So we did come in there and retested it and went lower. So maybe we reject when we come up here again. We'll have to see. But I'm really hoping we see that retracement back towards this area. And it can look as like we could get another sweep. It could be something like this. Early longs have their stops just below these wicks. So we could get that move down, stop them out, tap into this unmitigated 5-minute gap, and take us up to the midnight open. So we'll see. It can definitely still occur, but right now it's hands off for me.
Nice. I like that. And that midnight open, I'm pretty sure I do have that on my chart actually. That's at 93, right?
Correct.
25,093?
25,273 for me.
Oh, 25,273. So that must be the previous day open.
12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time opening price of last night.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I have some layouts where I do have those levels on. I'll have like the previous day close, I think, and the midnight open. and there's some people in my Discord who use those as well. And those have, these are, I always call them the magic levels, because a lot of charts come preset showing those levels and they're not labeled, and you see them on your chart and you're like, this level, it keeps working, what is this level? And so many times I look back and I'm like, oh, that's the midnight level, or that's the previous day close. So it's funny how the levels match up. And that point of control there too is right at the top of your 5-minute fair value gap. So with your fair value gap there, so in this situation, the 2 5-minute candles, really the one that has the fair value gap, the previous one, there's another 5-minute fair value gap down below with just a little bit of overlap. Do you count that all as one fair value gap, or do you draw them on separately?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. So I'll draw them separately. And in a situation like this, you know, a lot of people, they want like a black and white answer, like which fair value gap do I use in that case? Unfortunately, it's always going to be a little nuanced. So it depends on the context. For me, I would want that first fair value gap to ultimately hold price, because it also lines up with the previous day's point of control. So it's like an extra confluence with that particular gap. And like, if the market's going to stay this bullish, I don't want to see that deep of a retracement if I'm looking for that midnight open. So yeah, it's a great question though. I do keep them separate. Or in a situation like this, here, I'll pull back the my chart real quick. I can show you. You know, a lot of times if there's 2 5-minute gaps like that lining up perfectly, you will actually get a 15-minute gap that is kind of formed in one. So right here on the 15-minute time frame, it would be this whole level right here. But again, I'm just like, at that point, I'll just look for that initial one, play it by there. And if we do inverse it, I can take a look at that other one. But ideally, this one holds, because it also has the previous day's point of control as confluence.
Nice. I love that. Yeah.
You use fair value gaps at all, or any kind of ICT stuff, or like, what is the main concepts you use?
I use support resistance, price action. I use volume profile, and I use previous day high and lows just as key levels. And I mean, I have my whole plan right here. I have used I looked at them. I knew them as inefficiencies from Rips. I learned that from Rips. He taught me those, and he likes the overlapping like this, like looking at that 5-minute and that 15-minute. You know, so maybe that like bottom of that 5-minute would have confluence with that 15-minute. But yeah, I learned a bit about that like a couple of years ago from him. But here's my whole trading plan right here on a spreadsheet. So I size based on the grade of my trade, which I have A, B, and C. And A setup is 3. It's all my day's risk, allowed risk in one trade. A B is 2/3 of my daily risk. A C is 1/3 of my daily risk. And then my strategies are that previous day high and low, volume profile, initial balance, breakouts, and then trading range breakouts generally, and sometimes reversions within the range using price action. And then I have set up so that when I get those strategies, like I see that overall movement, okay, we're hitting the previous day high, and now we're breaking back into the range of the previous day. Okay, I'm gonna look for shorts here. Okay, I have, and then at that point, I'd be looking for one of my setups, so my entry setup. So then I have the RSI divergence, breakout, open, close, continuation, and 2-bar reversals. I've also been trading strategies from Nick Stewart, and they're very similar to my breakout, open, close continuation. So I pretty much am replacing my breakout trade with his breakout trades that I've been
Shout out Nick Stewart. Shout out. That dude's the man.
Dude, he's the GOAT.
So what does his breakout strategy look like? Or like, so how does it work?
So he's trading, it's more than just when I say the breakout, there's like multiple ways to get it. So he has like multiple setups there. So it's either pretty much like looking for a candle close outside of the range, or waiting for another candle to close back down and then back above. And that one, they have a different name for it, but it's very similar. Either one, you're waiting for an additional candle to close back down, and then you're waiting for the breakout again. So it's kind of knowing when to wait for that second one, or when to take the first breakout. And then a lot of it has to do with like his analysis on the higher time frame too, looking at the 4-hour, the 1 hour, and kind of getting in direction.
He uses, because I'll see his entries, but he'll have like the hourly or the 4-hour chart. So he uses higher time frame a lot, right?
Yep, and a part of that, which I mean, he has videos for free, so anyone can go look at that stuff and get it from the horse's mouth. But he's looking for the direction using the higher time frame candles, and kind of like a lot of times too, he puts it in perspective of like the wicks, and looking like one of the main things is not taking an entry without a wick in the other direction first, and that's something I added to my strategies. So like I added that to my RSI divergence as a way to take it as a quick scalp, where I wait for a candle to make a wick first in the other direction, and then I buy the breakout of that candle or the previous candle. But yeah, there's a lot there. I mean, he has full-on videos about all that stuff. What's that?
It's like a liquidity sweep, right? Same idea. Like you want to wick, if you're going to look for a long, you want to wick lower first, sweep out something, and then a displacement move higher.
Exactly. And this is like, he doesn't go below the 15-minute time frame normally, but I also will use that on a 5-minute time frame, but for my setups, not for his exact setups, not for the ranges. I've been sticking to the 15-minute for the ranges. And then, yeah, so then I'm kind of looking at what type of trade is it? Is it a continuation? Is it a reversal? And then I have my scalps, and then I have my traditional setup, which is more like a swing trade style. And then the only other one here is the 2-bar reversal. So also I'll wait for an RSI divergence. And then if it looks like a knife catch, I'll then wait for the next candle to make a 2-bar reversal, which, to be honest, it's a very similar to one of Nick's setups that he calls onion. So onion. Which isn't even, I don't think he named it that. I think that came from one of his teachers. So yeah, so those, I mean, I highly recommend learning. He has free videos on all those strats, and then I'm combining that now with all of mine. Yeah, and then I have my confluences here. I use cumulative volume delta, VWAP. I look at the failed auctions when we don't make the breakout of the initial balance, and then just overall trend continuation. That's everything.
Yeah, no, that's really well said. There's actually a question for you from San. He's saying, what is the main component that you use to grade the trade? So how do you go about saying, like, this is an A setup versus this is a C setup?
It's very simple, and I had that question. So first, what I started doing, so when I switch my tabs, I actually realized it's not sharing my trade journal, which is totally fine. I'll just leave it on my charts. But
what you can do is next time, or if you want to do it, you can take off your screen real quick and then do share
entire thing
instead of tab. Yeah, or share entire screen. Either one will work.
Okay, I'll do it in a second. So that is a good question. And so what I did was I actually journaled for like a month, and I was trying to grade my trades just in general. Like, how is this trade? And I kept like getting caught in my head and overthinking about it. And I'd get to the point where I had like analysis paralysis, and I wouldn't even put it down in my journal anymore. So I said, I have to make this a simple way so I can start grading my trade. So what I decided to do was just kept it simple. And I'm like, okay, if it's one of my strategies, it's a C trade. If it's 2 of my strategies overlapping, it's a B trade. And if it's 3 of my strategies overlapping, it's a A trade. And if it's 4 of my strategies overlapping, well, guess what? That's impossible, because my 4th strategy is the opposite of another one, so it can't overlap. So it's 3 max. So I could have previous day high matching with the previous day value area high, and that would be a B setup. Say it swept both those levels and then was breaking down, or if it was just like close enough. And then I have the one that it can't really align with is a 2-bar reversal. Well, never mind. Sorry, not the 2-bar reversal. The failed auction. So that's why it can't be a 4. Okay, so I can do my previous day high and low cross mixing with my value, my volume profile strategy. Sorry, previous day high and low mixing with volume profile, but the failed auction, and then I can also have that mixing with the initial balance. Sorry, so previous day high and low, volume profile, and initial balance can all overlap, but the initial balance breakout cannot overlap with the failed auction. So that way I can't ever have an initial balance breakout and a failed auction. So the most is either previous day high, volume profile, and failed auction, or previous day high, low, volume profile, and initial balance breakouts. Yeah.
Got you. So the trade today, was it A setup, B setup, or C setup? The one you
It was a C setup, and so I had multiple trades, but this was a C setup, and I actually didn't have any of those stated strategies. What I had was a high time frame level. So that's kind of something I'm gonna put in the mix here. I'm actually gonna write it down in my spreadsheet right now as one of my strategies. High time frame zone or support resistance. High time frame SNR. Yeah. So I'm constantly kind of editing my strategy log here, and normally what I do is I have ideas I gather for a month. Like that high time frame is one of my strategies now. I take trades off that, like I did today. So I wait for the month to end, and then I analyze all my results, and then I edit my strategy from there.
Got you. Yeah. So you're going really in depth, man. I love it. I mean, it's what you got to do. Real
I mean,
quick,
it really is. Yeah, it really is.
really
And I
is.
spend a lot of time going over that, and until I actually started tracking really every single trade, at least tracking each trade like with a screenshot and a P&L, I really was too much P&L was falling through the cracks, and it was making me unprofitable. And the moment I started tracking it, I was able to kind of keep it contained easier. And now I've been just getting consistent payouts like every week pretty much ever since I started tracking every single trade. And then it took me like 3 months from there.
Dude, that's amazing. I want to actually talk about what prop firms you're trading with, but real quick, guys, I want to just give you an update on where I'm at. So listen, I really wanted this pullback to this 5-minute gap that aligns with the previous day's point of control. I think it could still happen before we engage midnight, but we got this 5-minute bullish gap right here. This one is just too high up for me to take a trade comfortably. Like technically, if you're really bullish, you could try to get in here, stop here, and look for that midnight open. But it's a little too high up for me. I would feel if this ends up failing, even though it looks like it could work, I would be frustrated for buying so high. So I'm going to be patient for now and hope that we can get a move down towards this gap, or at least a little bit lower. It's just tough because ES, I'm also always looking at the ES. It also broke back above its previous day's point of control. So like if ES just wants to break and retest this level to go higher, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I also want to pull up the midnight open for ES. So we got some room. We still have room to get here. So the trade can work, but right now I'm still going to be a little patient. It's also Monday, guys. So here, okay, cool. Let's see if we can push below. And if we can tap into here, I'll look for a scalp for sure. We'll see something like this. That's kind of what I'm hoping to see.
Man, maybe we should trade lean hogs.
How's lean hogs doing? Is it bullish or bearish right now?
I passed a few combines with lean hogs once, and my strategy was wait the moment the open happened, I would just go with the direction. Like I see it flicker green, I mark it in. I see it flicker red, I mark it in, and I was scalping it that way, and it was working for a little bit. I haven't done it in a long time now.
Dude, that's actually hilarious. Okay, Josh is saying he agrees with my idea. He's looking for that. I think it could happen. Someone, Arctic Drama, just asked, what time is the midnight open?
I wonder what that's. It's always been a mystery to me when the midnight open is.
Midnight open is at, we're ready, 12 a.m., midnight. Eastern Standard Time, though. So if you're in a different time zone, it's somewhat of a valid question. I look at it and the way it's taught and the way the data shows it with the 70% chance that price will retrace to the midnight open, we're looking at it on Eastern Standard Time. So all jokes aside, 12 a.m. EST.
It is funny though that actually is a good question because of how important these types of things are. When we're talking about hours and times and trading events, opens, like time zones change. We have daylight savings time, and having that stuff dialed in has actually been hard for me because like I have a lot going on normally and a lot of stuff going on already with my trading. That stuff sometimes ends up being the hard part for me.
For sure, man. For sure. Oh, damn. So we're getting this pullback, guys. We'll see. I do want to be aware that the market could just go lower into this 1 hour gap. I guess that's feasible too, so I don't want to be too bullish, but we do still have a target. I mean, midnight open has not been engaged yet on either instrument. So
we're in that 5-minute inefficiency you're talking about.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we are. Yeah, part of me wants to just get in right here, but I think I'll be a little patient. Maybe we'll create a 1 minute bearish gap right here, and I can look for an inverse. And that could be our entry. We get a closure back above 25,172. We can take the long, and if that doesn't happen and it just continues to fall, no harm, no foul. That's what I'm looking at. What do you think? Like, do you want to long this Luna, or are you just like, I don't want anything to do with this?
You know, when we're holding above VWAP, I could understand if someone was taking it long there because that was the trend. But I just don't have any levels here, and I normally don't trade from point of control. And right now we're at previous day point of control, which is important to me. That's the entire day's volume, you know, from before. So that's more important to me than today's point of control. I mean, the open has happened, you know, so we've already contracted a bunch of volume here. So I do think that today's point of control is a valid place too, which was from the highs too. So I wouldn't have shorted those highs because we had the current session's point of control. I would have needed to see that sweep of previous day high or previous day value area high. So I personally this is just a no trade zone for me with my strategies, because like those things I said, I literally always wait for those. I wait for that previous day value areas. I wait for the previous day high and low and initial balance. So otherwise I have no trade here. Only at very important high time frame levels, like I was saying. But like the high time frame level trade I took today was pretty close to the previous day value area low, so it made sense to long it back up towards that point of control. So if I'm targeting the previous day point of control, then I can like those types of trades more from the, but right now I consider this the middle of the range.
Yeah,
so
no, I'm with you.
No diddle in the middle.
Do you since you use the point of control, I have something I call it my golden rule, and it helps a lot. I don't follow this black and white, but it's a general rule of thumb that helps me a lot, which is I stick to a long bias when we are trading above the previous day's point of control. I stick to a short bias if we're trading below the previous day's point of control. Again, not a black and white rule, but a very helpful gauge to keep you on the right side of trend.
I wonder how much that lines up with VWAP, because I personally look at VWAP a lot that way. Like I have it technically as one of my confluences, but to be honest, I don't really consider it when I take my trades. I'm just gathering data for now so that later I can look back and see if there's a true confluence to add it. But I like that kind of like those types of confluences. I think especially to keep it really simple sometimes is the way, you know, like you have your strategy and then you have a couple confluences like that sharpen your edge by a few %.
Yep, exactly.
I haven't looked at that. That's something I'm actually gonna look for now.
Yeah, I mean, I use it like I'm always telling people that, and it helps a lot of people. Because generally, if the market is comfortably trading above the previous day's point of control, like buyers are more in charge there. It's like pretty simple. It's a lot like VWAP, because I know Austin Silver, he uses VWAP and he has the same idea with the VWAP. It's like buyers are in control if we're trading above New York VWAP, etc. So guys, this is why I like waiting for inversions. See, we tap into that 1 minute gap and no bullish displacement yet. So I'm chilling, man. I'm just going to chill. I'm already up 250 times my 5 Tradeify accounts. So I don't want to force a trade, especially on a Monday. But I would like to take this. I think it could happen. One other thing I did want to mention, though, we have a bearish SMT right here, guys. So NQ made a higher high right here. It took out this 6:35 a.m. high, right? While ES has not taken it out, which is kind of helping feed that short bias for this move lower. Now, will this level eventually hold and bring us up to midnight? It's possible, but yeah, it's kind of diddling in the middle, like Luna said. By the way, Arctic Drama asked, why do I use Midnight Open? So I just have hard data that shows that roughly for the last 10 years, the market retraces to the Midnight Open in the New York session 70% of the time. So it gives you a slight edge. I like to look at if we're below the Midnight Open and we haven't touched it yet at the open. I like to lean into a long bias if I could find other confluence to feed that idea as well. It's not like just if we're below midnight, I'm blindly taking longs. I need to have confluence to also feed that idea, but that's the idea. Same thing if we're above, I like to short to the midnight open. But yeah, look at that beautiful retest of that 1 minute gap and lower.
Yeah, I think having some way of looking at the higher time frame picture, you know, like the VWAP being above or below, even, you know, looking at those 4-hour candles, looking at where previous day point of control is. I think those are all ways to kind of like, or that is a foundation of any trading plan. Like you have to do some sort of like confluence with the higher time frame, and then you could trade any strategy. You know, like it could be, it doesn't matter, an inversion of a fair value gap or a price action breakout or whatever. But the only way to like have like, I think, a basic start of edge is to combine those two things. You know, a lower time frame entry and a higher time frame analysis.
Yep.
And that in the beginning, keeping it simple is better than like trying to suddenly figure it all out and like make it overcomplicate it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, bro.
And we are coming down.
Yeah, we are coming down hard. Some people are saying we're going to that 1 hour fair value gap. So that is down here. We have that marked out. It could be, man. I don't want to give up on this midnight retracements idea yet, though. We're inside that premium fair value gap, so we'll see what happens here. You got a bullish gap right here that you can look for as a potential inverse. Yeah, I don't know though. I just like that midnight is still above us, but I will say this has been pretty bearish so far. What about now, Luna? Would you be interested in a short, or really it's still just hands off?
So I'm interested in a short back all the way up like to 260. I'm interested in a long all the way down, like literally to 24,700. But right now, I would take a long if we swept this previous low here. Like, so I have a key level right at, well, we have 25,000. I'm just gonna say 25,000. We also have current sessions value area low here. So technically I'm allowed to trade current session value area levels, just like I trade the previous day value ones. That's why when I say my strategy is the volume profile, when it comes to that, I can do either one. So we do have value area low down here. So I could find a long. If it looked really nice, I would take a long, but it would have to be closer to that value area low where the entry is, like 0.55, in order to have enough risk to reward to long it up towards the previous day point of control. Otherwise, if it's like right in between those two levels and we don't have good R&R, then I wouldn't even look at it. And it's not that I need high R for my trade. I like to see it though before I enter the trade, because probably I'll be out way before the point of control because I'm scalping mostly right now. But I still want to just know that there's that room up to have that bigger reaction. So I would want to see us really trading down here all the way down towards 25,000, a little bit closer. Yeah, like between 25,000 and 25,050.
By the way, guys, I just set a limit order because we did inverse this 1 minute gap. So we'll see if I can get a quick pullback to get filled here at 25,119. I'll give this a shot, 2 micros. I'll risk the current profit for the day on the account. I think
you're going long on that.
So really, yeah. A little bit of a riskier trade, but I do think I'm still just going to use that midnight open as confluence. We'll see if I can even get that entry, though. We just missed it by a few ticks. So we'll see. We'll just stay patient here.
Where do you put your stop loss on that? Below the fair value gap?
Yeah, probably below this gap down here around like 25.20.
Okay, I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see if I even get the fill, though. This is looking good. We might miss it. We'll see though. There'll be another entry if we inverse this gap. And again, there's a lot of room up to midnight. So like I could chase this a little bit because again, the target would be midnight open. But we'll see. You know, a lot of times,
1 minute fair value gap.
Yeah, right here. This one that we inversed.
That we just tagged into.
Yep. Yeah, there's one.
Okay,
right here,
and then your entry back into the new 1 minute fair value gap.
Yeah, kind of expecting a little retest here. Like this. Looks like we'll get it right now. We'll see though. We'll see, if we just rip down to these lows, you know, I could cut it early. But let's see if
I'm a little. I was actually gonna try to snipe it with you here, but I'm a little nervous. So I'm watching CVD come down, but I don't want to affect your trade. But I guess we have to get used to that when you're trading with friends. You have to.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Nice reaction.
Yeah. We'll set a TP for like 168.
I'm in it too.
It's over. Okay. Luna's in the trade too. This is going to be the real testing point right here. We got this previous day's point of control. I want to see a break above it, not just an immediate rejection, you know?
Yep, I have it just on an eval, and I'm probably gonna. I don't know how you're managing this, but I'll probably move my stop to break even pretty quick on this and just get to start to learn your strategies here.
Yeah. I'm already at the point that I would not let it go all the way to this stop. This is like a soft stop, guys, or a hard stop. But I would cut this way earlier. I would not let it go all the way down to 25.14. I'm just giving it a second. This is kind of the moment of truth, though, because we just tapped that previous day's point of control, started rejecting. We'll see how these 1 minute candles print. I kind of don't want to see us get back below this inversion right here. If that happens, we'll cut it for a small loss.
I definitely don't want to see that either because I'm in minis here.
Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. Come on, that POC, though, that's really our biggest problem area. I want to see a strong break above the POC.
But I'm just doing this in an eval, so I'm like, this is how I like to start to learn. I like to just go for it and start to learn. But I also, this is a very cheap eval, so this is like a $15 eval that I'll use to practice.
Nice.
Yeah.
What firm?
This is with Bolinox. It is actually almost passed, so I probably shouldn't do anything too crazy on it. It is very close to being passed, though, actually. Yeah, if we go up here to point of control, it would be passed.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, that POC holding really nice as resistance, but not really getting any like strong candles, strong bearish candles, just kind of like consolidating underneath. So it can really go either way still.
Yeah, I might just trail my stop on the. That's I'm not used to the 1 minute chart at all. This is crazy.
What do you enter on usually? 5 minutes.
15 minute, 30 minute, hourly. The lowest though, it's 5 minute.
Yeah, we're kind of just.
Yeah, that's crazy. I totally forgot that I'm looking at the 5 minute chart. I mean, at the 1 minute chart, and I'm like. Yeah, I just switched to the 5 minute, and it makes the 5 minute feel like a high time frame because I used to do the 2 minute. I first started and I tested all my strats on the 1 minute too, and then I eventually switched to the 2 minute because I found it was giving me more edge for my RSI divergences. And then there we go. I got stopped out there, and then I tested everything on the 5 minute. I back tested like this whole year is like 6 months. And when I back tested it, I found that the 5 minute was performing better than my 2 minute. So then I just switched. I was like, you know what? I'm just never going to go below the 5 minute anymore. And it really helps me time out my entries and like, you know, be patient. Okay, I'm going to wait for this next candle to close and then we'll see if we take the trade. And then with Nick Stewart, he rarely goes below the 15 minute. So I've even learned a new level of patience where I'm now waiting for 15 minute candle closes and 30 minute candle closes, which has actually been a game changer for me.
Interesting. Okay, I might cut this, guys, because we'll see. This 1 minute inversion, if we close beneath it, I'm going to cut it. And then I'd still be up on the day. But we'll have given away like over half of it.
Let's go Arctic Drama passing an account there.
What happened? Oh,
Arctic Drama said he passed his account.
Shout out, bro. Nice. Yeah, this could really, I could see the case for just wanting to see it rip lower to that hourly fair value gap. I could see it, but I got to wait for candle closures. See, like this market is so volatile right now, bro. Like you can capture 25 points just ridiculously quickly. Dude,
it's crazy. The scalp I took, that it was a 2-bar reversal from this high time frame area that we tapped into earlier, and just from this morning's lows, that long happened so quick. I was like, and it was like a $900 trade. And
yeah, wild, especially if you're on minis, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I had two minis. I had 2 minis. That's why.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
There's something to be said though about when the market's really volatile, sometimes you can trade larger size and just capture those quick moves instead of trying to capture like the correct move of the day. You know what I mean?
Yep, and to me, it just depends on where my stop placement is because I'm only always risking a dollar amount. So it doesn't actually mean anything to me if it's minis or micros, besides having to switch my charts, which is annoying. So I'm really just judging by if I can take it in minis, then normally I like to. If I
Yeah.
can't, if I don't have the stop loss, then I take it in micros. So like, and depending on the accounts, like there's certain accounts I'm almost always trading in micros, and then certain accounts I'm always trading in minis. Like if I have 150Ks. So, but it really just depends on where my stop is. So like I have my scalp setup, and my traditional setup is what I call it, my trad. So my trad setup is normally with much wider stops, and I almost always have to take it in micros. However, sometimes it does set up where it's tight enough where I could take it in minis or whatever. So it just depends on my risk.
I've been I was trading minis all summer, and I mean I took so many payouts with Tradeify trading minis, but I was also trading the 150K accounts. Right now, by the way, guys, I cut the trade. We could try another entry at some point. I'm basically at break even for the day now at $29. But yeah, so when I'm trading the larger accounts like 150Ks, I'll trade minis all day. On the 50Ks, bro, especially in this volatility, I just got to do the micros. You know, it's just too volatile.
Yep. Yeah. Makes total sense. And
still
a lot of times with the volatility, I have wider stop losses. You know, the candles move more. We have wicks. Depending on what you use as your stop loss, like the volatility generally will create bigger areas, but not always.
Yep, 100%. So look, we got that little sweep. Watch it come back right up here.
And all my stop losses are pretty much based on candles and wicks. Like I'll see like if there's confluences and a couple previous wicks that are really important, like I will adjust it a little bit, but generally that's just within a few points. I actually had a rule before where I'd only adjust my stop loss up to 6 points on NQ. If there was other key levels there, then I'd use those, you know, or like it's like there's a range or something like that. So otherwise though, I'm using like systematic stop losses, like right at the candle lows, previous candle low, current candle low, or the origin of a divergence. So like my stop losses very much reflect the volatility and the wicks of the candles. So
yeah, my stop changes depending on the volatility for sure. Like lately, I could comfortably use a 200 tick stop loss, and it's like still could be kind of tight with this volatility.
You're more thinking about like the ATR, like how big is the volatility, so you have looser stops, but you're not using like a candle wick. Like it's not always the previous candle or something like that.
Not the previous candle. I do look at structure, and I ideally want to have my stop placed below structure of an invalidation point. But you know, I could also use a fair value gap. I could like I have a
so
little
it's
bit
not
of,
systematic. Yeah,
it's not systematic.
So that makes sense. Yeah, to look at it that way with like how the market is and the volatility and either like that. I like that a lot.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
What I'm looking at here, since you got my chart on, is this is my high time frame zone where I'm allowed to take trades, but right now I would really want us to sweep down here. To me, looking at the RSI, this does look like a bottoming area here. And so I could look for the bounces here. Like I could take a divergence here if I wanted to, but I would rather be patient to see if we sweep lower at this point, especially since I'm already good on the day. Like, I mean, maybe I would take it on an eval. But if it's my trade, it's my trade. I don't care if I have P&L or not. Like if it's a trade that I take in my playbook, I want to take it. As long as I'm feeling able to execute well. If I don't feel able to execute well, then I can lock myself out too, even on a good trade. But also, I have my screen share different now, so I can show you guys my journal here.
Yeah, go for
it. I think that should be coming up, and
it's up. I see it. We see it.
Perfect. Yeah. So here's just November. So I track every trade, and if it's a win, green, red, loss, and the purple ones are when I made a mistake of some sort and it was a loss. If it was a win and it wasn't a trade I should have taken, I'll normally just highlight the first sell so I can remember that. But we can see in November, I've actually cut out the accidental trades. Like an accidental trade is like I thought it was my setup and it wasn't, or for whatever reason I didn't follow my plan, and I only have 2 accidental trades. You know. I took that long today off of the high time frame zone, which technically isn't in my plan, but it's something I've been doing for a long time. I just can't help it. So that's why when I said that, I came in here and I wrote it down right here. High time frame support resistance. So I have this column here just for ideas. So I'm going to go like that. And so I'll start gathering all my ideas for this month and then decide if I'm going to put that in my plan for next month. Which I already know I'm going to do that.
Dude, I love that, man. Yeah, you're very detail oriented.
Yes, yep, I am very detail oriented. Yep, it's true. And yeah, so right now, today, we can see here, I keep my daily total. So right now, I'm actually up 4,438 on when I added up all my counts. I forgot to put on some of the profit on one of these. I don't know which one it was. But so for all of November right now, I'm up 10,000, and it's actually an extra 1,000.
An extra 1,000. Oh, you got to add it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I didn't account for, like, I just totaled all my accounts, my funded accounts, and I missed 2 accounts on one of these trades. I didn't total it. So, but I know today, right now, I'm up 4,438. So I'm up on November right now. I'm up 11,000, and so I'm always following my win rate. So here I have November, my win rate, losses and wins, and then I also follow it by the sessions. So I know which session has been my best performing session, and then I can go back and look at all my other months, right? So I have them all on the same sheet. So we can look at, let's see, right here, October. So look at how many mistake trades I made in October, guys. I made a lot of mistakes in October, and I still ended the month here up 17,000 in October.
Damn.
And that was an average 766 per day. And this is only funded. I don't count the evals. And I can see here, look, London and Power Hour were my worst sessions by far. And then meanwhile, Tokyo, I had an 87% win rate, and New York, I had a 63% win rate. So that made me really tighten up. And I don't really wake up for London anymore anyways that much for the earlier hours. So I've been taking less trades during London. And then Power Hour, I didn't have very many stats there. So that might not actually even be accurate. We can keep going back, September. So guys, I just started in August tracking like this. And since then, well, I've always been tracking, but I mean tracking every single trade. These mistake trades, I was forgetting a lot before. And since I started doing that, I have been doing way, way, way better.
Really?
Yep.
Well, make a case for that. What do you think that is? Like, why do you think that is?
Because I was lying to myself about how many mistakes I was making before and how much they were costing me, and I wasn't actually totaling it. Like, I was like, oh, when I follow my strat, look, everything's looking good. And then those mistake trades were falling through the cracks. And just by being aware of it and tracking it, I've somehow psychologically eliminated way more, because even though I don't even have to look at it, but I can. We can come here and look at this mistake trade right now. But just the fact that I mark it down and look at it, I think it does it. So I can always put this image over cells, and I can zoom in and look at the exact trade. I have my notes here. So I do. Weekly, I go back and review this. And also in my pre-flight checklist every day, I say right here, review previous day journal entries and trade log. So I will come back and review my trade log, and I'll also review my trading journal, which we have right here. And I will read notes. I highlight anything important that happened. I didn't execute well, highlight, and I review this, and it just helps lock me in.
Dude, that's amazing. Do you use TradeZella or anything like that as well, or you do it all yourself through Google?
I do it manually. I used to even do it more manually. Like I used to, I started on Excel always, but I also have even handwritten ones from some years in the past.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I used TradeZella for years, and it helped me. I'm at the point now where I don't know, I don't journal as much, and maybe I should. I still do chart markups. I mark up my chart every single day. I look over things, but I don't track my data in the same way that I was in my first 2 to 3 years. Like, I was really big on that. I'm at a point now where I just feel like I know exactly the way my strategy works. I know my usual win rates. And I'll usually just use like whatever prop firm journal is there. You know what I mean? Like Tradeify has a built-in journal. I can track everything there. But sometimes I think maybe I should still be tracking. You know what I mean? Like more detail-oriented like you.
I mean, I run other businesses. So to me, it's not even an option. Like, you have to track data. Like I started a business a few years ago in Costa Rica. I'm a mycologist. So I started a gourmet mushroom farm there. And because there's no gourmet mushrooms in Costa Rica, it's just like oysters and shiitakes are the only nice ones they have. Otherwise, it's all of the cremini, the little button mushrooms are all the same crap. And I was losing money. I was going, and I found one day I sold out of all my product at the farmer's market, and I realized I was still losing money, and I wouldn't have known that if I didn't track every detail.
For
and so
sure.
to me, it's just a basic principle of doing business that I learned over many years of having failed businesses. I had a food truck, I had a record label, I had my mushroom farm, everything, and I've actually failed in more businesses than I've succeeded in. So
I mean, that's the reality of owning and operating a business. I understand, and I do agree with you there. So just so you guys understand, I don't track my day-to-day intraday trading stats anymore, like through prop firms, but I track every single dollar I spend on challenges and what comes back to me in payouts, which is what I see as my business. You know what I mean? So all of that data is tracked still. I don't want you guys to think I'm just like running and gunning. It's just in terms for like my technical analysis, I just feel like, you know, I play the prop firm game and I'm very honest and transparent about that. For me, it's all about what do I spend and how much comes back. And as long as that number is positive, like I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah. And really at that point, I agree with you that that's your bottom line. And if you're a profitable trader, you're a profitable trader. Like in my crypto trading, that's really how I looked at it. You know, I would document my trades, but I wasn't like tracking every little detail. And it's just because I wasn't profitable in my futures trading for so long that I just had to figure it out. And so I started tracking everything, and I'm still trying to improve. So it's like, by tracking all the things I'm tracking, I can go back and be like, okay, does this confluence work? You know, I could start tracking every fair value gap around where my trades are and be like, is there confluence? Maybe I don't take a trade if it's going against the FVG, you know? And so the only way to keep improving for me at this point, I feel like, is to track all of those details, because I want to hone my edge. And like we're talking about, like those details matter so much that I think it's also for getting the maximum profit. Like studying, like how far did the trade go after I took it? Where could my stop been better? Where could my target been better? And then using that data to run optimization formulas and actually just have the proof in the mathematics of like optimizing this setup would have been to do this over that. And you can't deny it, you know, if the math shows it. So like I want to just keep sharpening my lightsaber.
Yeah, no, I love that, man. By the way, guys, I'm going back to my screen. I didn't want to cut you off there, Luna. I got into it long, and it started working out. Really nicely.
Always feel free to cut me off.
Yeah, no worries. But we're still below the POC, guys. So I'm kind of in the same position right here. We're break even on the day. So we will see what happens here. I really want to see this closure, strong closure above this POC. I think if we get that, we can look for a new high day here, maybe to take out 250s or, you know, get to that midnight open. But this is kind of the moment of truth for me. We got to break above this POC.
All right. I want to get that P&L back from my eval. Let's do this. What's your entry? What are you looking at for the entry? The bottom of the fair value gap or the mid? Is that
so I'm in at 25,099.
Okay. You're already in. 25.99.
We're just breaking. We're rejecting that POC again. So like, listen, guys, I'm not going to let this take a full loss either. We're already coming back down to my entry, so we'll see. Yeah, man, we might be wrong on the bias. This pullback is really strong right here. We might be incorrect on this bias. If we get back below these lows, I got to cut it again. Yeah, I might want to cut this now. That POC rejection is really strong. We have no 5-minute fair value gap in here. I'm cutting this again. Sorry, guys. We're wrong. I think we're wrong on bias here. I think we want to go a little lower. Look at that rejection of that point of control. Man, tough read on Monday. How do you do on Mondays, Luna? Are they like profitable days for you, or?
It's my I mean, today I'm up 4,400, but it's my it's one of the days I'm very careful. Like this morning, I have my brand new setup, and I was like feeling a little bit like excited to trade, and then also having issues trying to figure out how my new computer works. So it's like when stuff like that's happening, I just try to be extra slow to trade. And Mondays in general are just already that to me. So market's just opening. I've been on a weekend and I just try to be extra careful. If I do take a trade, I make sure it's really everything lining up just right and exactly how I want to see it. Otherwise I use an eval, you know.
Dude, I don't know what it was, but for me, like for the first few years of my trading, I always did amazing on Mondays. And then something flipped. It was this year, like Mondays are just not the best for me anymore. I don't know if it's like just the way I trade has changed up a little bit or it's just the market, but yeah, Mondays are tough. I'm a lot better at trading Fridays now. So it used to be Fridays were my worst day. For whatever reason, a lot of people have their worst day on Fridays. Fridays are fine for me, but that Monday morning, maybe it's because I'm just kind of out of tune with the market. I used to spend all weekend like studying and back testing, and I'm just not at that place anymore. You know, like I try to enjoy my life over the weekend because I feel like I'm at the place that I wanted to get to. So I don't need to spend all of my time doing that. So maybe that's why I'm just kind of out of step and I need to get back in tune with the market. But yeah, that tends to be my case. So we're down probably $80, guys, for the day. So nothing we can't come back from, but this is just tough. I mean, we're just kind of stuck in this range right here.
I love that too, that observation about the Mondays that you're talking about and how it changes. And and also that you're talking about you like to relax. So there's always a balance that's better for each person, I feel like, when it comes to like you're saying you're taking time away from the charts on the weekends, but someone else might really need to do the back testing. They haven't done it, and they're not prepared for Monday, and they're trading strategy. They haven't back tested. Heck yeah, that's your money you're putting on the line. Back test all weekend. You know, I'm constantly studying and improving and watching videos, watching other streams, like looking at my stats, and I'll do that all weekend. But I know for me, just like you, because I'll do that all weekend, I'll never stop working. I try to book social events. I try to go on a date or hit up my friends or my family and try to plan things to get away, because for me, where I'm at now too, it's better for me to have a fresh perspective when I come back and feel like I got reset. You know, I want to reset, and if you're just in that grind all the time, you can push it too hard too, and you also can put yourself back. You're trying too hard. So it's all about where you're at, I think, because for me, I love that I spent so much time back testing over the weekends and streaming and doing all that, but also right now it's not for me.
No, perfectly said, man. Yeah,
I still study during the weekends a lot.
Dude, no, yeah, that's I totally understand. So I talk about this a lot. I feel like, especially for people that are in their first few years, I think you need to be almost unhealthily obsessed with trading to even get to the point that you could start being successful from it. Like, I was obsessed to the point that it was unhealthy for me. But that's what I needed to do to really break in and start to figure things out. Once you kind of get your system going, you have a strategy. I mean, you can never stop working and you never stop wanting to learn. But it got to a point where it was like, okay, I'm at a certain point now that spending more time on the charts is actually detrimental and instead of helpful, because I kind of reached a certain area. So yeah, it's all about the balance and where you are in your journey right there, or just in your life, you know. It all depends.
Thanks.
Yeah, well said though. See, Josh says, for me, it has been overconfidence on Mondays and my trade management is bad. Yeah, that's a lot of people. A lot of people are excited to start trading and they just want to hit that button. I used to be like that on Mondays. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing here. Adam says,
and having that self-awareness, it's okay to feel that way for me. I'm excited that I'm excited about it, you know, that's great. But, sorry, I'm managing a trade right here. It was too quick.
God, part of me's
I long two pennies on that. I'm just going to take it.
I'm going to get back in, guys. And I think I got to just give this the actual room it needs, because I keep cutting it early and then it keeps coming back. So I think I got to give it my full room, this 5-minute fair value gap.
I just made back that loss on the eval. I took a little break. It was a 2-bar reversal kind of thing.
I'm so out of it right now. I'm going to. Okay. If this doesn't rip. No. Okay, guys, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to keep getting it out of a trade. Even if it's on 2 micros, I'm not doing that.
I just did it on that eval, but I'm waiting for us to come back down if I'm going to take another trade in funded accounts.
Oh, yeah, so it was eval.
And one thing I do when I do my studying and my trade logging, I never log my evals unless I'm doing a specific study and I'm going to use an account for it. And so like when I say my totals, and I always title my stream, it's always my total of funded accounts together. So sometimes I'll have one account that's down. Like right now I have one funded account that's down and all my other ones are green. And some people argue about that. I'm just like, who cares? Like, I just want to track and I need one way to do it. And I think we actually talked about that last time. I'm like, this is how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to track this way. I'm going to track my progress by looking at my full days P&L, because I don't know how else to do it when we're trading a million prop firm accounts, you know, and I'm just not going to look at the evals.
Dude, I see people try to like talk about profit they made. Like they brag about profit on Twitter and it was on like 20 evals. I'm sorry. That doesn't count, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like that doesn't mean anything. It's about
people that will argue that for funded accounts. You know, it only counts when it's a payout. And I'm like, sure, that could be the way you do it. And maybe now that I'm taking like almost weekly payouts, I just start looking at that, and eventually I'm like you, because you've been taking payouts longer than me, where I don't even look at this stuff as much, and maybe I'll get there, but right now that's not the case for me. Like if I can end the day green on all my fundeds, I'm proud, but I just chose a way to do it, so I don't think there's one right way.
There's totally not one right way. Everyone's got to work out what makes sense for them. I think that's why trading is so hard too, because everyone is expecting like this is how you do it, and it's not like that.
Yep. So I'm going to wait. If we get this sweep here, I could totally get this long here. I know it's kind of getting late. It's already 10:40. Time has flown by.
It really has.
But yeah, I pretty much right now, guys, with this NQ chart, I can't really see anything else but long. Like it's almost like just treating it like a range.
Yeah.
You know,
range,
shorts from the highs, longs from these lows, and I'd maybe be a little aggressive and get a long here because of that value area low, but I don't normally actually trade current session value areas, only when I'm really excited. And right here, I'm not really excited because we already have lows here, and we just kind of made like a lower high kind of sort of. So, and we're back below VWAP. Yeah, I just wouldn't be really interested here. But as a scalp, like my divs can take really quick little scalps, and I can scalp these levels like this.
Totally.
But I'm just not really that interested in it.
By the way, guys, we should do a giveaway pretty soon. I know Luna's going to be here till 11. So how about this? Let's do another chart markup competition, and we'll look at them at 11 once Luna heads out. So let's do this, guys. I'm going to pull up the Discord, just give you guys the rundown of how you can enter this giveaway. Okay, so first off, you need to join the Prop Firm Match TV Discord server. You can find the link in the description of this video. You'll find the invite link to the Discord, but I'll drop it in the comments for you right now as well, just so everyone has a chance to get in there. So I'll drop it right here. There you go. And this is what you're going to do, guys. I'll pull up the Discord. Let me pull up my screen real quick. Okay, cool. So here's our Discord. You're going to go over to the chart room right here. And I'll type this. Best markup wins 2 Blue Guardian accounts. Well, we'll give 2 winners. There'll be 2 winners. Drop your markups below. Okay, guys. So right from there, any markups that get entered below here, we'll take a look at them at 11 a.m. So go ahead, join the Discord, get your chart markups in there, and we'll take a look at this in like 15 minutes, and we'll pick 2 winners.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Look at this. Just barcoding here, man. We had this beautiful push up and then a nice, beautiful push down, and now we're just barcoding.
So if Zach's the judge, does that mean like we should use like chart mark it up with like an IFVG, all of your strats, make it look like one of your charts, and you're gonna be like, man, this chart just looks so good.
Dude, listen,
this is the one.
I'm gonna try my best to not be biased, but I'm a human, all right? I like a good IFVG, you know.
I'm pretty much making your chart right now, and then I'm gonna post. You know how people do that? They like copy someone's chart exactly and then post it on Twitter.
Yep.
I'm about to win this account giveaway.
I'm not gonna lie, I did favor people who had some IFBGs and volume profile in there. So listen, I'll try not to do that on this time.
Dang, we got them.
As long as it's clean. If it's clean, it makes sense. I'll make sure to choose you. I always say the gauge for a good markup to me is it's not you don't have too many levels on the chart. You don't have like a million little chat bubbles explaining. I want to be able to understand what you're looking at based off the levels that you provide. Like if you could do it that coherently, I think that's the move. So yeah, get them in, guys. Dude, look
And
at this.
even I'm a big fan too of actually writing. Like I'll put the text on my charts and actually like say, okay, if this happens, then my stop loss will go here or here. Like you can really lay it all out.
Exactly. Guys, this is
And
frustrating.
I'm looking for some signals here, so I want to see some good charts, guys.
Yeah, get them in. Get them in. Look, so maybe we inverse this gap. We look for it again, but I hate all the. Now we have all of these stacked lows, bro. I really don't want to get long with all these stacked lows right here. This is tough price action. Basically, since like 10 a.m., it's been pretty brutal.
Choppy.
Yeah, just so choppy. You keep getting it. People are getting induced into longing here. I did it myself. But now we're just stacking up all these lows. I don't see why we don't sweep out these lows, then do it.
You know what? This is where I might get trades on a range trade on ES.
Yeah.
If it's too tight of a range, though, it probably won't work. Let's see.
I'll pull up your chart.
Yeah, no, actually on the because that's on the 15-minute. I don't have anything here. No.
We have a nice little bullish SMT divergence too, guys. Like ES made a lower low there. NQ is not taking out the lows. So there's a bullish SMT. It's inside a gap. We're below midnight open. Like I do think we can get this push up to midnight, but I don't want to keep getting long and it just rips back below.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that on ES. And look at NQ here, just chopping. This is a 5-minute chart. So see how I have that div here? I could like trade this as a range and take those divs, you know, and I do think I have a 60% win rate on that or something like that, but it's just not really what I want, especially where we have all these wicks up here. It could easily wick up before going. So if I did take a div right here, for example, like if I wanted to take that trade, I'd probably take an eval number 1, right? Because it's not matching my strategy. It is right at point of control, so it's nothing I normally would want to take. However, we do have a divergence. If I want to be really aggressive and we're chopping in this range, I'll wait for this candle to wick up, and then I'll enter it on the break of this candle like that. So once that wicks up, I'll put my stop above there, and then take the breakout of that current candle and try to catch part of that range. But we don't have any top wick, so. But that'd be being super aggressive, and that's also just an example of how I take my RSI divergence. But we had no top wick on this one, so I can't take it.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah, for me, like it's similar. Like I still like the long, but I just feel like with all those stacked lows, maybe we come. I just feel like now the market's so difficult that we're gonna leave those and we're gonna rip up to midnight.
And for this type of range, the long would be literally the same thing from these lows. If I had the div down here, which the long would be actually something I'd think about because we have this value area low down here, I could take this long from here towards the point of control. So that's actually what I would take. If I traded this range, I would only do that long because it's in bias with the volume profile, which is one of my strategies. And it's not taking the trade right from point of control. It's taking the trade away from point of control towards point of control. But that was just an example because this 5-minute div was showing here on my chart. But yeah, I would much rather wait down here.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait, guys. I'm gonna be patient. You know, I took 2 valid attempts, you know, and I cut them early, small losses. So listen, if it's not gonna work on 2 attempts, why is it gonna work on the 3rd? It can, but it's like then you just start getting into the territory of market's not doing what you think it's gonna do, you know, and why force it at that point? There'll be trades throughout the day. It's only what 10:40. We got PM session. We have 11 to 12. Like we got a ton of time. So I think right now.
Tomorrow, Friday, next week, next month. Like seriously, like
whole
part of
life.
that journaling, it's like also like helps me be more patient because I see that's what's important is I take good trades. Like what's important is I cut out those bad trades. And the ones that were good trades that are losses, you have to just account for that and size right to know how many losses you take and what your win rate is. But like staying out of the market is always a good idea. And in my pre-flight checklist, I say no trades is a trade, right? No trade is a trade. Like how much better is it to end break even than to end negative because you took a bad trade, you know?
Dude, so true, man. 100%. 100%.
It's crazy.
I'd always rather, and I mean, what do they say? It's like big win, small win, break even, small loss, big loss. Like we just got to avoid big loss. And the only way you do that is from like accepting that maybe today's not my day. Most people can't do that though. I think that's the biggest problem with trading is everyone thinks like they need to make money every single day. And if they don't, they're failing. It's like, no, it's impossible to make money every day, man. Sometimes it's just not your day.
Yep. And only by looking at that long time frame results do you know that, the law of large numbers. And if you can't be patient to follow a strategy for at least, I used to say 20 trades from Mark Douglas's Trading in the Zone. I love that 20 trade example, because that's always what, I think most traders find that on their own either way, but I just love that. And now though, I say 30 trades because I forget who said it. I'm forgetting his name right now, but an elder trader, I think he's in his 80s. He said 30 trades as a starting place, and then he was talking about like 300 trades or something. So now I'm saying 30 trades as a study. So when I try a new idea, I take it for 30 trades and I keep it in its own trade log. And I'm like, I'm going to test out this one thing. Maybe if I'm on stream with you every week, I start a trade log of all of these IFVGs and I start to track my results. And I learn the strategy. I get 30 trades in, and maybe it's something I start trading one day.
Facts.
And so you have to stick through it. So guys, we just got that candle breakdown. So I took this in the eval. I'm going to probably just cut it there. That's a couple $100 right there. It's still going 300
Little
bucks.
win?
I'm out.
Was it a long or a short?
The short. So this was the short that I had set up here. This was the fair value gap right here. And then we broke below the candle low. We made the top wick. I was talking about I need the top wick, and we finally made it. So then I just set the order here. That was just on the eval. Because we're about to end and stuff now, I'm not really in it all the way. So if I'm not in it all the way, I'm not going to take a trade. I'd rather be on silent on stream, sitting here for 5 minutes and ready to take the trade. Yep. So that was just on that eval. So that was that puts me up 350 after that first loss. And that account needs like 600 more. So I'm just going to keep stacking those small little base hits like that and take it. But yeah, I took it. We filled, we made this wick down here, and I took profit on that quick.
Beautiful, man. W's in the chat for Luna. Yo, Luna, real quick, I'm going to go refill my water. Can you just hold down the stream for like 2 minutes?
I got you. Yeah. Anytime.
Thanks. Okay,
yeah.
Right back.
And I don't think I can show a toss on this. I'd have to change my presentation here, but I took that one on a toss. But look, it's actually still looks good right here. But like I said, that was one that I would only take on an eval because we're right in the middle of this range. It's choppy or whatever, but I just was, I had the trade on there and it looked decent. So I just went ahead and took it in the eval. So guys, any questions here? And the parents are gone, I feel like. So yeah, parents are gone. But yeah, guys, and talking about this stuff, like, it's not like trying to be a guru or something like that. It's literally like repeating these things to ourselves, like, is the thing, like when I started streaming, I started, I re-experienced my whole day's trading. I watch back on the stream, and also just like knowing other people are watching it, I kind of feel like I'm experiencing it from the chat's point of view too. So you kind of get this, you get a little more perspective. So I highly recommend you guys record your screens or start streaming, even if it's just for yourself, as a way to document. You could stream on a private stream to YouTube and save all your trading sessions. Maybe one day you need to document something for a prop firm or for a broker if there's an error or something like that. And yeah, I highly recommend it. Any questions? How to manage different evals? So I'm big on people in my group. I say only trade one account in the beginning. If you win another account or something like that, then you can have two. You take one trade in one and then one trade in the other. So that works. But it's better to not be switching between multiple things unless you're already taking payouts. And it's not good to be spending money. And I'm biased too, like you could use Match here to buy your accounts, So we're always a lot of times we're biased with that type of stuff, but I really believe it's better to not overspend, and it's better to just work on that one account until you take a payout and then stack naturally. Because even if you have to ask that question, then you probably shouldn't be copy trading, right? And that's not I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's just the truth. So I highly recommend just trade one account until you take a payout, and then I would just keep it as simple as possible. Like if you're copy trading on one platform, like say you got what account did we just give away?
We're gonna give away Blue Guardian, but we gave away Top One futures before.
And Blue Guardian right now is Project X, right?
For now.
Yeah, for now, exactly. Yeah. So like if you had that Blue Guardian account and if you already had a Blue Guardian account and then you won that giveaway, then that's where I'd like, okay, copy trading on the one platform. But if you start switching between different platforms and you're not even profitable yet, you're gonna create an unnecessary challenge. You know, it's like you're gonna go to the gym and skip right to a heavy lift and you're gonna hurt your back or whatever. So it's better to just go slow in the beginning. And I have a friend who just started, and I was like trying to just like speed him through and just teach him how to execute a strategy. And he right away wanted to start copy trading once he was up like $1,000. I'm like, nope, you wait for a payout before you buy any accounts. You're going to get too excited and it's going to affect your trading.
Dude, yeah, too many people want to go right to copy trading. You're just setting yourself up for failure. You got to prove to yourself that you can get a payout or two on one account.
Yeah, really do. And it's for so many reasons, you know. It kind of could sound like I'm just like saying random stuff, but it's all true. Like you're gonna have worse psychology when you size up quick. You know, you need to earn that sizing. If you haven't earned it yet, it's going to somehow affect your decision making at least a little bit, which is every little bit counts. You know, every edge we can give ourselves from good sleep, good food. You know, I'm over here, I got my supplement mix I just drank, and, you know, making sure I went to bed on time, and all those little things. Every detail matters.
Dude, I know for me, I got to a point that I was getting somewhat consistent payouts. This is a couple of years ago, and it was on one account. And I remember for like a year, I would try to size up, go to 2 accounts, 3 accounts, 4 accounts. And there was a new learning curve, like mentally for me. And I wasn't doing well whenever I would copy trade. Then I would go back to one account and I would be able to secure a payout. And it was just a psychological thing that I had to work on.
Yep.
But it is different. People think technically there should be no difference, right? I could just copy trade, do the exact same thing on one. I could do it on 5 or 10 or 20. And yeah, that's true. But there is a psychological component that you just need to train yourself, you know?
Yep. And scared money don't make money. So I like to pretend I'm not scared, right? I'm fearless and all this, but it's not true. Once all my money's on the line, I am scared. If I bought 5 more accounts and added it to my stack and I just spent $2,000 and I'm in a drawdown, is that going to affect my decision making or not? You know, if I just took a $40,000 payout or like $1 million payout, like some of these guys we see, then I probably don't care, and I'm going to copy trade 100 accounts at once and know I can buy 20 more of them. You know, and I'm just not on that level yet. So it doesn't make sense. Once you
start securing your payouts, then you can naturally scale up because you're playing with house money. That's the key.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. And that's how I built my crypto accounts too. And that's how I that's how I found success, was by using an evolving risk, using my win rate. So I use my statistics to evolve how much risk I put on to make sure, you know, never blow the account and can keep building it up. And then as you get more accounts, it naturally sizes up. Same thing with prop firms. If you reinvest your profits, you could keep trading the exact same strategy and stack more accounts with your profits. And eventually, if those accounts grow or you get in live accounts, then you start sizing up as you have more drawdown, you know? So it just happens naturally. Like right now, I feel pretty comfortable trading 5 to 10 accounts at a time. But at some point here, I want to trade all my accounts at once because I'm following my plan. I know my statistics. I have the trade logs to back it. I have the math to prove to myself that even if I take a loss, I can be chill. Next trade will come around and it'll probably be a win, you know? And even if it's not, I'm just trading my trades and sizing right, and it's no problem.
Dude, yeah, so well said. There's
all
also
right.
For me, I noticed that as I started getting payouts consistently and I scaled up naturally, it's psychologically easier to take those trades now because you're already up. Everything is easier than if you're trying to you're putting yourself in a hole and being like, I need this $40,000 payout because I'm down 20K. It's like, dude, you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Yep. And one really important thing, if you are copy trading or new to copy trading, is to just size consistently. So when I started, it said in August how I started being really strict. And for 3 months is what it took me to be really strict in my logging to get to consistent payouts. But in the first month when I started being really strict, I realized that that I wasn't consistently sizing, and then that was throwing me off because if my loss was way bigger than my win, and then I was like kind of going back and forth. I was scared to size in all the way, and now even though I don't always do it, like the last trade I took in a funded was just on one set of accounts because I didn't have time to fill the other ones on the NQ trade this morning. But Otherwise, I'm trying to do them in all my accounts. And I realized though in August that I wasn't sizing consistent. And so in September, I had a big mission to make sure I was sizing consistent. And that's when I created groups, group 1, 2, and 3 of my copy trading. And then which accounts are in which group. And I laid it all out. And I said, for C setup, I risk this much. For B, I risk this much. For A, I risk this much. And I try to stick to it the best I can. And now when I take a loss, I know my win is going to make up for it. And I don't have, and rarely do I have those outsized wins or losses. It's just really steady, stacking my P&L, stacking base hits.
Dude, perfectly said, Luna. Man, that was awesome, bro. I think that's a good way to end it. Thank you so much for coming on, man. We got to have you on hopefully weekly, right?
I think that's the plan, and I hope so, and I enjoy it, and I'm excited to learn more from you. And you've been doing it for a while here, taking payouts. So great work, great trading today, and trade safe, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to get my lights on. I got my new setup, so we'll get lights soon, and we'll be looking good, better and better every day here.
Beautiful, man. All right, dude. Looking forward to getting back and trading with you again real soon, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Take it easy, everyone. Peace out, chat. See ya. Ciao.
Peace.
Bye.
Man, W's in the chat for Luna, guys. Big shout out, Luna. Yeah, I like talking with him, man. I think we got a solid guest right there. Let me just fix this one. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful. All right, guys. Yeah, we can get this giveaway going. I mean, guys, the market's not doing shit. I want nothing to do with this market. Look at all these stacked lows. Like, we're going to take these lows now. Why would I do anything until then? You know what I mean? And if we don't take these lows, like, that just means there's no trade for me here. I got nothing to do here, man. Look at this. This is disgusting. I don't even feel bad now about taking my loss because what was I going to do here? I was going to take a loss no matter what. There was nothing to do here in this price action. So we gave it a shot. We took a valid idea. It didn't work. It makes perfect sense why it didn't work. The market's not doing anything. So I'm cool with it, man. It's a Monday. Remember, don't go blow your load in one day. Pick a giveaway. Everyone wants the giveaway. Erkan says these wicks are what the fuck. Yeah, man. They're bad. It's really rough. Pretty trash price action, if I don't say so myself. Yeah, so I saw some people saying, let's just do a duck race. So what we'll do is everyone has their, I think a bunch of people did put their chart markups in there. Let me take a look. Maybe we could save this for the very last giveaway of the day because I got a few to do, right? So let's see what we got in here. We got some chart markups. I think what we'll do is I'll give some people a little more time to enter a chart markup. And then for now, we could just do a classic duck race giveaway. Okay, so let's do that. Let's have you guys, actually, let's go back to Discord. One sec. We'll give away 2 Blue Guardian accounts. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to the Discord. You're going to go to stream chat. And everyone gets, you guys go too early, man. It's like so annoying. There's no reason to enter yet, guys. Wait till I type this. Okay, all of the entries below here. Type top 1 futures to enter, and we will get this list going, guys. Shout out Luna, though, man. Great dude, really stand-up guy, good trader. I'm looking forward to chatting with him more. All right, everyone get those entries in. This is going to be for top 1 futures. Top 1 futures. Sorry. This is for TOF. Get them entries in, guys. Only enter once. You don't need to enter more than once. All right, so I'll let you guys get those entries in. We will take a quick break, like 3 minutes, and that'll give you guys some time to get your entries in. Maybe this market will clean up too. And as soon as I get back, we will get the list going, and we will announce 2 winners of Top 1 Futures accounts. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, and we will be right back. Okay? Be right back, guys. All right, we back. We back, Chad. How we doing? Not much has changed in these markets. I know that much. Going lower here. Why not Blue Guardian? Because we're doing Top 1 Futures. We'll give away Blue Guardian too, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. All right, let's do this. Let's take a look at these entries. Everyone have time to get their entry in inside of Discord? Looks like it. We got a lot of entries. This is good. Why were people typing top one futures like way before I said? Doesn't make any sense. Y'all are funny. That's all I gotta say. All right, let me get this list going. All right, just getting this list going. We are selling off, guys. Damn. I guess I had the wrong bias, man. Midnight open retracement is just not the move. Not the move today. That's how it's going to go sometimes. Okay, here we go. I got my list. We'll do a duck race. Okay. Oops. Hold on. Oh, why do those ads always pop up? Okay, hold up, guys. Sorry. All right. Set. All right, we ready, fam? I was not expecting that continuation down move either, man. Honestly. Pretty tough read today, if I'm being honest. Zach, bro, I really appreciate you, sir. I've won an account from you, and I want to take a payout as a student from college. I hope you do, brother. I'll be rooting for you, man. All right, let's do it on 3. 1, 2. Who's got it, chat? Who's got it today? Who's got the top one futures account? "15 seconds. It's anyone's game still. Anyone's race. Anyone's race right here, chat. Ooh, sorry, Raj. That was close. Ooh. Fifi Boosie Trades. Shout out. This is how you're going to claim your account. Let me just save your name. So we got you in here. Fifi Boosie Trades. Fire name, bro. You're the winner. This is how you're going to claim, okay? Remember, guys, you can only win an account once per week with Top One Futures, just so you guys know. You're going to go over here to PFM Support on X. I'll drop the link right here. You're going to DM them to claim your account. You're going to show them proof of your Discord handle, and you'll be able to claim the account. Yeah, we got another one to do. We'll do another duck race right now. Same list. Y'all ready? No, not a new pool. We'll do a new pool on the next one. On 3. 1, 2. Let's see, chat. Who's it going to be? Who's got it today? I still have like 4 accounts to give away. So many accounts, man. So many sponsors. Good thing. We got Jabron. We got Donato FX. We got, Marcolino. I think you got it, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out. Marcolino 11. Shout out, bro. Let me type that name. Mark Alino 11. You want a top 1 futures account, my dude. So again, same thing as everyone else. Go to PFM support on X. DM them, show them proof of your Discord handle, and you're good to go. You can claim your account. Big shout out. Yeah, we'll do another list with the new pool on the next giveaway, which we'll do soon. Because honestly, I don't want to take any trades. I got no trades to take here. We're going to take out this wick low, like, for sure. Again, I mean, previous day's point of control really was the key here, guys. Look how well price respected this. So we come up here, break, retest, move higher over the previous day's POC. And we come lower, break below, tap into a fair value gap, retest. It's now become resistance. The only thing about this that was tough is that it could go on either side, and we were looking for that midnight open retracement, which I think was a valid idea. I don't think there was anything wrong with wanting to see price retrace to the midnight open. So it was just one of those things where the trade's just not going to work out well. It's just, it's just a losing idea. You didn't do anything wrong necessarily if you were looking for longs on the retest of this gap or this gap for that midnight open. There was really nothing wrong with it. All I could say is like, okay, we did have this bearish SMT divergence right here, right? ES made a lower high. NQ made a higher high. There's your bearish SMT. Tapped into a fair value gap. And the market is technically pretty bearish still on the hourly. So I guess that's a fair enough assumption to say I'm going to fade that long idea and go short, but could have gone anyway. But yeah, it looks like now we're going to come and try and retest this, not retest. We want to test this hourly open fair value gap. I think that's really valid. Yeah, guys, there's going to be 4 more giveaways. You guys are fiends, bro. But yes, I got 4 more accounts to give away. Let me double check. I got 6 more accounts to give away. Damn. All right, let's just run another one right now because we only got 45 minutes left. Go back into Discord, guys. Don't enter yet. I'm going to tell you when to enter. Anyone who enters before I tell you to, it's not going to count. But hold up. Let's do Aqua Futures. Okay, so anyone below me, type in Aqua Futures to enter. Might as well keep them coming because market's selling off. We got 45 minutes and I still got a lot of accounts to give away. I got 6 accounts to give away still. So chat, stay tuned. Yeah, it looks like we're coming down to this hourly gap, bro. Breaking below the previous day's value area low. I don't see why we stop here. I don't see why we don't come for this gap. ES is significantly more bearish than NQ today, that's for sure. See, we also had this higher time frame bullish SMT. This is why I really thought the longs to midnight made a lot of sense. We have a strong hourly bullish SMT. ES made a higher high right here on the hourly time frame. NQ, you can see I had it marked off, made a lower high or a lower low. And then we had this rip up, which I guess Fed belongs on Friday, but I thought we were going to get another move higher from that, off of like the fuel to this hourly bullish S&T. But it didn't happen. Could we still get the midnight retracements? I think we could. Let's take a look at the initial balance though. Have we broken the IB? We just touched the IB low by like a tick. So not really a full break. We'll see if we get a 5-minute closure below the IB. That would kill the long ideas for the most part. Appreciate you and your stream. I appreciate you, Marco. I appreciate all you guys who are here every day watching. All right. How'd you guys get your entries in? Everyone got entries in? Okay, I'm going to copy these names. I'll give you guys 30 more seconds. So get your entries in quick. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Trying to give everyone a moment. I'll give another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I got him. All right. Let's do it, chat. This is for Aqua Futures. I have 2 more Aqua Futures accounts to give away, and then I still have 4 Blue Guardian accounts. So we got to run these up because we only got 40 minutes left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. We're writing Aqua Futures because this is Aqua Futures account giveaway. 25K, 25K. Anyone's race right now. Let's do it. Dude, Gold Raja, you got a deep lead? Oh, God, I just jinxed you, bro. I'm sorry. I totally just jinxed you. Manish Kumar, let's go. Let's go. Remember, guys, a couple of things. First off, with Aqua Futures, I believe you can win 1 account per week maximum. Number 2, always make sure that your country is not restricted. Okay, if your country happens to be restricted with this firm, nothing we can do. We can't give you a different account. Okay, so it is what it is. So just remember that too, guys. All right, let's run another race, dude. I don't know. I'll wait. I want to take a long, baby. All right, let's run one more for Aqua Futures. Dude, you don't know if your name is not there, bro. There's so many names in here. People, you don't know if your name is here or not, bro. There's so many names in here. 1, 2, 3. People are fiends, bro. Oh, it's per month with Aqua as well. Okay, per month. Guys, we have like 70 names in here, so there's people in the back that you probably can't even see. Because there's not 70 ducks right here, but there's 70 names all together. You see people coming from the back. If you don't see your name, I see Raja. I see Raj in there too. Like, okay, only one per month for Aqua Futures, guys. I don't like it when I'm in front. Yeah, bro. Oh my God. No. That was crazy. I want to remove him. Don't worry. We're going again. We're going again. Don't worry, guys. Okay, here. I just removed Ansh. Now let's go again. We're running that right back. Right back. It's not him. It's not him. This is again. That doesn't count. Don't worry, guys. That is crazy, though. What the fuck? Give that man 50K. That is impressive to win twice in a row. Is crazy. It's, dude, I'm not rigging anything. It's not rigged. What would I be doing? Why would I be rigging it? Damn, you got the one trader deep in there right now. Sorry, I just jinx it. I jinx everyone. Okay, ooh, Aryan. I feel like I've been seeing your name in the chat. Aryan. Let's go. That's Indian voodoo. Hey, I don't know nothing about that, bro. Aryan Mousy, big shout out. So again, what you're going to do, you're going to go to PFM support on X. I'll drop it in the chat. DM them, show them proof of your Discord handle, and you're good to go. Guys, it takes a couple of days to actually get your account, so please make sure to, be safe. Like, give them some time. The support team is very busy. They got a lot of stuff going on, so they'll get back to you, but it usually takes a day or two, okay? How to enter. So, Punjabi, if you're new, the way you enter is you got to join our Discord server. So go to the description in the video. There's an invite link to our Discord channel. Okay, for good measure, I will drop the link in the chat for anyone that needs to see it. If you can't find the description video, bam, I just dropped the invite link to the Discord in the chat. You're going to enter there, and you have to go to the stream chat and get your entry in, but don't do anything right now. We're going to do it. We're going to run another giveaway, and I'll tell you guys when to enter. But now try and get ready. Guys, I kind of want to take along. I kind of think we're going to be bullish. No more top one. No, not for the day, not for today. But I got Blue Guardian to give away. Guys, I'm going to enter along here. Here we go. I'm going to enter this. Oh my God, am I going to miss it? We're sweeping this low. ES is ripping back up too. I still think we can come for midnight open. Still holding this hourly fair value gap right here. I think this is my last line of defense. And we kind of wicked the initial balance low, but we did not actually break it with a candle closure. Do you guys think I'm going to miss the entry? Guys, I'm going to miss the damn entry. Okay, we're going to bring it down here. I think we might rip up right now, take out these highs. I'm not even kidding. I feel pretty good about this one. I think I'm going to miss it. We're just going to rip. Let's just try and be patient. Let's see if we can get a little pullback here. Yeah, I got 2 more accounts to give away. right? I have 4 more accounts to give away. I got some work to do. All right. I got 4 more accounts to give away. So guys, while we're waiting for this trade to enter, let's do this. Let's do another giveaway. Go over to Discord and don't enter yet. I'll tell you guys when to enter, right? So let me pull it up. And for anyone that's new, if you join the Discord, this is what you do. You go over to PFM TV. Once you get verified, go to stream chat. And I'm going to say type Blue Guardian to enter this giveaway. So any people that type Blue Guardian beneath my name right here, you're going to enter the giveaway. So we'll get that going. Let's see if we can get a fill on this trade. I really think we're going to rip up, take out these highs now. I feel really strong about this, but I just don't want to chase it. Damn, dude, I think we might rip right now. I'm not even kidding. Let's be patient. There's a 1 minute fair value gap right here. Okay, we could retest this imbalance before going higher. So let's just try to be patient and not force along up here. But there's a lot of displacement here. I think this is going to happen. I really think this is going to hit. Don't worry. The last giveaway we do is going to be the charts. For the charts. So we're going to give away 2 Blue Guardian accounts through the way with the duck race. And then the next 2, we're going to do chart markups. Guys, I'm going to miss this long. This is the battle of being a streamer. You miss a trade because you're doing a damn giveaway. These are the battles of being a live streamer. I'm not even kidding you. Ah. Look at that bullish candle. I really think we're going to rip up. I think we can even go to midnight now. I think we can go to midnight still, chat. I really do. I think we can go to midnight. Yeah, I think we can. There's no 15-minute fair value gap in here on this down move. There's no 5-minute gap. We inverse this little 5-minute gap. Let's see if we can get a pullback. This would be a deep pullback, but I think, there's a 1 minute bullish gap right here. Oh my God. I think we're going to miss it. Punjabi, let me show you. So you got to verify first. Once you verify, you go to stream chat. That's where you enter. So you got it right. You go in here to stream chat. See all these people entering? That's what you do. Oh my God, guys, chat. We might miss this. I think we can seriously go all the way back up to midnight. I'm not even kidding you. I'm really trying to be patient here. This market is difficult today, man. This is a difficult market. Sorry, Zach, for making you miss it. Nah, nobody made me miss it. We got to do giveaways. It's part of the game. You know, it's part of the challenge of being a streamer. No one made me miss it. I'm just joking around, guys. But I do think we missed it because of the giveaway. Oh. I can't chase. I got to wait for a bearish candle. I'm not getting in up here. I'm not doing it. I don't need to get in here. Maybe on a slight, a more shallow pullback. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it hurts. You guys are seeing it in real time. This hurts, man. This hurts. This is what we love about trading, right? And what we love about streaming. It's all in the game. By the way, guys, we're going to do this giveaway. We got to hit 100 likes. So smash that like button. Let's hit 100 likes before we announce the winners. And that can give us time to get this list going. Smash that like button if you haven't, guys. Let's try and get to 100. We need 23 more. Bro, this is brutal. This is killing me right now. I'm not going to lie. This is actually killing me, chat. I canceled my order because I'm going to get in earlier if we get a slight pullback. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. Nice. We're at 90. Let's get 10 more likes. We got it. How long are the streams usually? So Not to Willow. We go from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern every single day, Monday through Friday. Erkan says, gotta love Trap Mondays. Dude, I know. This is brutal, bro. What a brutal day. Like, so honestly, very difficult trading. Very difficult market. This looks so bullish to me. Like, I think we're going to rip up to midnight and even higher, possibly. Okay, I mean, we're going to create a 5-minute gap here. This is going to become our line in the sands. It's a pretty big gap. But this is what we got to look for a pullback to. Don't look, it'll only hurt more. I gotta look, bro. I'm streaming. Listen, it ain't over till it's over. The market can look like it's going to run away from you, and then it pulls back deep. So let's just be patient. Let's be patient here. Erkan hit daily loss limit on one account, still in longs up to midnight on the other two. Okay, yeah, dude, I like midnight. I like the midnight retracement right now. I really do. Three more likes, chat. 3 more. Whatever you do, remember that the market data has not been released yet. You talking about the NVIDIA earnings? Because you are right about that, but that's like, we still got to trade day to day. Icor, but you're right. NVIDIA earnings are on Wednesday, I believe. So it's going to be like NVIDIA earnings are the single most important stock earnings when it comes to NASDAQ. Because NVIDIA is NASDAQ. I mean, NVIDIA is so damn important to the NAS 100. It's going to be a big deal. So there's going to be insane volatility once those earnings are released. Like Asia session on Wednesday night is going to be wild. Mark my words, it's going to be wild. There'll be a lot of opportunities after those earnings are released for intraday volatility. Okay, we hit 100 likes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set an alert here for 2258. I might even set a limit order there for 2 micros and try and enter more if it goes lower. But we're going to set a limit order for 2559. All right, let me get this list going. Remember, guys, you only need to enter once. There's no reason to enter more than once. Damn, we got a lot of entries, chat. There's got to be some duplicates in here. Okay, I gave everyone ample time to get in. Damn, man, just ripping higher. Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. Man, Money Mondays. All right, well, we got a limit order set, so we can chill. Let's get a new duck race going. All right, you ready, chat? Yeah, it's not looking good. I think we might miss it, guys. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, this market's ripping it on me. Oh, this is brutal. This is killing me. I have no idea who it's going to be today. Archon. I see you, bro. I see you. Oh. Come on. Shivam Kumar, let's go. Shout out. Remember, guys, with Blue Guardian, you can only win once every 30 days, okay? So if you've already won a Blue Guardian account in the last 30 days, you can't claim. So always remember that. But yeah, you're the winner, Shivam. Shivam Kumar. Here, so what we're going to do, we're going to remove their name so they can't win again. Let me just take a look at NQ. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get this pullback. We'll be patient, though. We'll see. All right, let's run it. 1, 2, 3. $25 seconds. Let's go. Anyone's race here. Prashant says, I think Wednesday we're going to chop. So yeah, we can most likely chop on the NQ until the earnings release. That's valid. I think that's why I said Wednesday evening. Asia session Wednesday night, I think is going to be very volatile after the earnings. Hey, there we go. Amelsina. One. Shout out. Shout out. So just so you guys remember, if you don't know yet, you're going to claim by DMing PFM support on X, and you're going to show them proof of your Discord handle. So I'm going to drop the link there. PFM support on X. You're going to DM them there. Shout out Amelsina. We missed it, chat. I can't believe we missed it. Ah, God. Yeah, we're gonna do the markup giveaway now. Bro, reward your fam. 3 weeks now. What you mean? You mean for the baby? Yeah, it's coming up, dude. It's coming up. This hurts, guys. I'm not going to lie. This hurts. Back at that POC. In a perfect world, which I don't think is going to happen, this could still happen. That would be beautiful. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. I think we're going to miss it. Oh, man, this hurts. This really hurts. There's still so much room up to midnight. You still have 500 ticks up to midnight open. Which we're going to hit midnight open, guys. I'm calling it right now. Go ahead and clip this later. If you clip it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think we're hitting midnight open today still. You got 500 ticks of potential room to still get in long. All right, but we're chilling. We got our limit order. Let's just chill. Yeah, and Pujambi says, you missed the long and I had a pending sell order and forgot to cancel, so I lost $3K on this trade. Damn, bro. That's brutal. That's brutal. I'm sorry, brother. All right, let's do this. Let's take a look at these markups. So we probably got a bunch. Those are the first few. Okay, we'll start here. I like this. I mean, yeah, this is not bad. People will sell here. Oh, no, this was from earlier. So hold up. This is where the new ones start. Okay. Oh, no, these are still old. Okay. Here we go. This is where it started. Someone was in this long. Oh, this is what is this? Crude oil. I like this. You have a demand zone right here. Potential draw on liquidity. You got some imbalance open. This is clear. I think you have a trend line, I can tell. So that's solid. That's clean. This one, I'll acknowledge, this one's a little messy. I think this is too messy. I have no idea what you're looking at here. So that's just my, sorry, that's my take. I can't really tell what you're looking at here. A little too messy for me. Looks like you're big on trend lines, which is fair enough. Yeah. I'm guessing you're looking at this as like a triple bottom and you're looking for that high. I think you probably hit TP on this one too. So shout out. Fib extensions. A little short here. Okay. See, this you're showing trades, but I don't really see, like, I don't really know what you're looking at, like why you went short at these areas. Okay, SMT, sweep of liquidity, equal lows. That's where you went break even. Looks like you made money on this short. Solid, bro. Okay, this is in first so far. Sam, the trader, you already won, so we can't look at yours. That's my analysis. We can't trade the same. It's not about trading the same, but I just don't know what you're looking at. If we break over the VWAPs, we will look at long. Okay, I like this. First break of opening range. I like this. Sasha, this is clean. I think, all right, we're going to give one to Sasha. So you're going to win a Blue Guardian account. I like this. This is clean. 1 minute fair value gap. First break of opening range. You look for that second. Break above VWAP, you go long. This is coherent. So Sasha Galay. So again, to claim, go to X, PFM support on X, and DM them. Daily imbalance, hourly. Okay, we saw this before. Need a break from the 15-minute fair value gap, then long to the equal highs right before midnight. I like this. Break above POC as well. Okay, I think it might be Josh. Hour 4 shows a bullish engulfing that aligns with hour 2 bullish engulfing, signaling strong buying interest. I'm waiting for price to tap the key area, and then I'll look for a bullish reversal signal. Honestly, this is clean. This is clean. I think I'm going to go with this for now. I'll look at a couple more, but I like this. So, Kiev. Or Kievish, I don't know how to say the name, but I like this one. And this is not the way I trade, so I'm not playing favorites here. Sasha, yeah, you've been watching my course on ASFX TV. That's solid. It looks like you have a coherent view. Okay, I mean, I see your trade, but I don't see like a markup here. This one's a little too messy for my take. Like, it probably makes a lot of sense to you, but a little messy. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go here with Kiev SHO. Shout out, bro. So what you're going to do, you're going to claim your account by going to PFM support on X. Okay, so go here. I'll drop the link. Claim your account here, and they will hook you up within a couple days to get your account. And guys, honestly, it's almost 12. We're going to cut the stream here. Listen, no entries. I'm going to keep my limit order here, so we will see, but I doubt it's going to get filled. but you never know. So stay tuned, guys. I'll make sure to update everyone in the Discord channel if this gets filled, and we'll be patient. But I do think we're coming up for Midnight Open. So as soon as I think once Midnight Open gets taken, I think that's the main bullish objective. All right. So stay tuned for that. That's my take on the draw and liquidity. So I think there's still room from the point of control up to the Midnight Open. Blue Guardian standard account. Shout out, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, same time as always, 8 a.m. John, our co-founder, will be on with us. So everyone loves when John comes on stream. We'll see you guys then. Peace and love. Take care.